Is that how we started?
I think you just beat it.
Hey, wait a minute.
No. Yeah.
Guys, I'm sorry. I got to take this test.
So good. So good.
Is that the dog eating the? No matter what I say, it just sounds wrong.
Yeah, I know.
It's always
live. I think we're live. I think we're on.
Yeah, and don't forget to subscribe.
There we go.
Welcome everyone to Straturday night. Thanks for joining us. I gotta pull up the chat and pull up. See everything I say now. To me, it just sounds like it's just wrong.
And real quick, this is Johnny Beane. We're live on Facebook and YouTube, so you can watch us on either platform. You can leave us thumbs ups on either one. Make sure to follow. I got like 100 more followers on Johnny Beane TV on Facebook. Thank you.
Big time on us.
Cruising.
Yeah. All those new friends I'm getting, man. I've added 500 people on Facebook in the past like 2 weeks, man. It's
what's causing the surge, you know?
Just
you being yourself, just people discovering it.
I don't know.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Steve Carmichael.
Ooh,
hey man,
500 new viewers.
Yeah, it's cool. So yeah, welcome.
We're live on Facebook, right?
We are. That's why I said
yeah.
we're live on
Excellent.
Facebook. Yeah, we're live on Johnny Beane TV on Facebook as well. So if you're watching from there, you know, this is so weird. It's like we've been doing these things for years, and I've been sharing the YouTube videos over on Facebook, you know. But I feel like since we're live on Facebook on its own, I feel like it's brand new in a way. I feel like
it's like nobody audience, wouldn't it be? I mean, a lot of new watchers, viewers.
It could be. And the cool thing about being live on Facebook as well is the video is automatically there. You don't have to click on it. Like, go to the I was gonna say station. Go to my page, Johnny Beane TV, and you'll see us. It's there. You know.
Yeah, and anyone that subscribes, it comes up in their stream too, right? I mean, Johnny
Beane
Live. Yeah,
I guess. Yeah, and I can see both chats. I don't know. We tried this last night when we were live with Mike. I can see both chats in my window. So I see Facebook and I can see YouTube at the same time.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the YouTubes.
YouTube's okay. I just had ribs. I just ate. Oh my gosh, and they were so good.
I had a good burrito tonight.
Oh, nice.
Paul, what'd you eat?
I've been drinking nothing but water for the past 3 hours, 3.5 hours, because I've been doing my online traffic school because I got served to go to court today.
Oh no.
Wonderful. Waiting
for the mailman to show up with a guitar. And the doorbell rings, and I'm all excited. Oh, good, my guitar's here, I open the door, and I'm like, who the fuck are you? Oh, boy.
So how did that go down? I mean, I've seen it in the movie. You get served, and it's like someone in disguise who's like, come finding you at work and all that.
Well, he asked for me by name, and I'm like, do I know you? He goes, I'm looking for, and I go, yeah, I know. I don't know you. He goes, well, I'm blah, blah, blah from the court. I go, I'm already enrolled in the online diversion course, so you're wasting your time. He goes, I still have to leave it here. I go, well, good luck with that. I said, because I'm already involved in this thing, so I'm not going to court, so you wasted your fucking time. He goes, I don't care about that. I go, look, let me guess. The court date is April 13th. And he's looking at the paperwork. He goes, I go, yeah, I know the court date, so I'm not fucking with you. So go away.
So many F-bombs.
Sorry.
Happening to the 5-minute mark.
I forgot we're on Facebook.
Yeah, we're on Facebook. Can we have F-bombs on Facebook?
I don't know.
We'll find out.
If we can.
I'm not sure.
You told me last night we couldn't.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. You know,
it won't happen again.
Well, I mean, if it's fine, that's fine. But You
No,
know,
I
I was,
apologize. I didn't-
I was, you know, I've read on Facebook, you know, you can't have anything bad on there, or they just pull it. You know.
Yeah, I find that hard to believe given some of the stuff that gets shared.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, then you know, F it.
No, I've got
Yeah.
Dave, how you doing tonight?
Good. How you doing?
Good. And what did you have for dinner?
I had a burrito and some nachos.
everybody had burritos because I actually had a burrito too
Wonderful.
earlier. But I went and bought. I go to Safeway and get the worst burritos in the face of the earth. Tina's Red Hot Beef Burritos. You know, Tina's burritos that you get it like
Just
3 for
sounds
$1.
The ones that
what-
the ones at Safeway.
Yeah, they're in the little red package. They're absolute garbage.
Are they like beef burrito or bean burritos? What kind are they?
Red Hot Beef Burrito, and I buy the box. I buy them by the box, so I basically buy them out of all the Red Hot Beef Burritos, and then just keep them in my freezer. Just for
The
the
ones
hell of it.
in the deli. The ones.
No,
in
you get them in the frozen food section. They're
In the
like
frozen?
they're in the same place with pizza rolls and stuff like that. Very healthy.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, because I know Safeway, they have their deli section in there. You know, the fried chicken, you know, section. They've got those little burritos there for $1.
Right.
Those little tiny, you know, are they bean or beef or
Probably, yeah.
whatever they are. And they're
Whole
just
Foods always had good burritos. Whole Foods, even their frozen burritos were good. The 360s, I think those are.
Holy crap, Paul! Your dog sounds like he's mauling something. Like he's about.
Yeah,
to,
and
like,
it doesn't look appropriate.
It's this.
That ball in your crotch,
It's almost pornographic.
right?
I'm going to give it to Lemmy, and Ace is going to go nuts.
Well,
He gets really mad.
Lemmy's the senior.
Yep, she gets it because he'll take it from her. He'll steal it from her and stuff because he's young and spry, and she's old and fat.
Oh, come on. Lemmy's
She is.
wow.
So David is holding a guitar, and this being Straturday night.
Yeah, look at that.
Why don't we
Nice
talk
Strat.
about it? Sure.
Well, it's very Strat-like.
Strat-ish.
Double cutaway, so we can call it a Strat.
It's more like a Les Paul Jr. But I mean, I wouldn't call anything PRS makes a junior, but it looks like it's got that kind of shape as the
It's
junior.
maple fretboard.
Yep. Beautiful. What's it? It's got the inlay, the bird inlays. Is it
Yes.
eagles or what is it?
There are all kinds. Actually, there is an eagle on here. There are all kinds of different birds. There's a hummingbird. There's a swallow. There's an eagle. There's a I don't know, an owl.
Come on, John.
There's an owl on here.
Yeah.
Pigeon.
Yep. I think there is a pigeon on here somewhere.
The booby. Is there a booby on there?
There's a hummingbird. I don't know what else.
Didn't
Wow.
Gibson make a hummingbird guitar?
Yes, they still make one.
Acoustic, right?
Mhm.
They're
Mm-hmm. Super duper Strat, huh?
goodness.
Sean Zimmerman.
Yeah, who's in the chat tonight?
Also, real quick, this is also a podcast. I probably should have said that. Terry, hey, good to see you, man. Over on Facebook. Thanks for jumping in, man.
Terry loves the Magnificent Morocco shirt.
Oh, nice.
Oh, so you
gotta
can see that. Okay, good.
You gotta
How
love
do
the
you see
Magnificent
that?
Morocco.
You see that. Okay. Terry, great to see you in here, man.
Nice.
Wow, I guess he doesn't like this guitar too much.
I think it's a great guitar. Yeah, I don't see too many, Paul Reed Smiths with multiple birds on them. That's pretty cool. What
They all have. No, they all have.
They all have multiple birds.
Absolutely. Everyone has the same bird.
I always thought it was just the same bird all the way up the neck,
no.
kind of like in various poses, like the Vi disappearing pyramid.
Yeah, but no. They're all on every guitar. They're all the different birds.
That shows you how much I know about PRS guitars.
Was it Mother of Pearl?
Yes.
Mother of pigeon. Wow. See, I told you guys going live on Facebook, we'd get some other people on here, and so this
Yeah.
is awesome. Terry, great to see you
Excellent.
again, man.
Welcome, everyone.
Yeah.
On all platforms.
Who else is in here? And Janice is going nuts here. She has something
Yeah,
to say.
she has an announcement that she really wants to make.
Oh, let's hear it.
Okay. Janice, what is it?
Janice, call Johnny.
Call John.
Janice, do you want to call in and tell us?
Jonas.
You want to call in?
Paul Lind? What are we on a...
Oh, goodness.
That was more Charles Nelson Riley than Paul Lynde, though. Sorry.
Wow.
I knew a guy on MySpace that did a Paul Lynde
I'm trying to think of him
stage
now.
show,
Which
was
the guy that
awesome.
was on?
Oh, she said she got jalapeno in her eye tonight.
Oh.
Is that what you're calling it these days?
Oh, shit. Or as Ricky from Trailer Park Boys would say, jalapeno.
Jalapeno, yeah. Ouch, Janice. I'm sorry to hear that, man.
That's
Janice,
not good.
you want to call in though? Does anybody want to call in?
Yeah,
We
let's
got a
hear,
phone-
let's
we
hear you
have a phone
screaming in
number.
pain.
We have a phone
Yes.
number. Where is it?
We should get Janice, if you have a webcam, we should get Janice on and just show us the bloody eye.
Oh my gosh.
Call or text 415-952-3263. Someone put that in the chat.
No good.
I got to make a banner. I'll make it for that real quick because I guess there isn't one. Actually, if we can
I'll
do
put it in the chat and you can have
exclamation point call. We'll put it in there. Actually, I just remembered. Thank you, John. Boy, this is your show, so
Knock it off.
it. Yes,
Lay down.
I'm the mastermind.
There we
guy.
go.
I said
Mastermind.
Yes.
you said mind. Tony, hey man, what's the topic? Anything.
It's your call, Tony.
Anything.
Paul, you going to take that test or what's going on?
Oh,
there?
I had to take it. The timer was running.
Oh, you already did. So
I had to, yeah. No, it's everything. Every time you go to another section, they start the timer on it.
did you get your score?
So, yeah, I aced it. It was
Awesome.
stupid. It was a 10-question test. The whole thing is, for those that don't know what we're talking about, the guys know this. I got served today because I got nailed on Christmas speeding. I didn't really get pulled over. It was a camera ticket. And in the state of Arizona, in most places, they're inadmissible in court except for certain city municipalities. So the city of Mesa, Arizona, likes to use them, and they're admissible in court. So I got it in the mail. They send you a mail notification, and technically, you that's not legal. You have to be served and notified by the court to go to court. But you can take an aversion course and not have to deal with any of the points on your license and all the garbage that comes with it, which I had already enrolled in and was in the process of taking this afternoon. When my doorbell rang, I was waiting for the mailman to drop off an Ibanez Universe that I bought.
Oh.
And I was all excited, so I went and opened the door, and there was the process server, and I was like, "Shit, I can't get out of this."
Man, you've been served.
So I got served, and then have spent since about 6 o'clock this evening, local Arizona time, and it's now currently 10:10. Taking this online aversion course, and it really doesn't matter because when it's all said and done, they give you 10 of the easiest questions on the face of the earth. All it really is the state of Arizona wants you to do some time.
Waste your time, yeah.
Yeah. So in order to save 3 points on my license, I had to sit in front of my computer monitor for 4 hours. The good news is I just sat here with the guitar and played.
Yeah, it's better than going to a class or something like that. Hell
Yeah.
Man.
So you get to watch videos, or you basically just have to be logged in, or you have to watch.
You have to be logged in, and there's a section, and basically it tells you like traffic laws and state law, and they're just these mundane, like a stop sign is an 8-sided sign that you must yield to the right of way for the public. It's this really dumb, rudimentary.
The stop-the-gon.
Yeah, all they're basically doing is just trying to get you to sit there. But the problem is, even if you're a competent reader and you can answer the quizzes and tests and all that stuff inside of the 2 minutes that they give you to do it, you still have to wait until the time runs. You can't move forward. It doesn't allow you to advance on it.
Because they want you to be there the full 6 hours.
Sure.
And the suck part is, and this happened to me, the mailman did come while I was taking the test the first time. So I figure, all right, well, I've got 3 minutes. I can go out, I get the package, I come back in. I've been logged out of the test because every 3 questions, it asks you a security question that you have to answer when you enroll so that they know that it's you taking the test and not somebody else. So
I've done that before.
So I got logged out and I couldn't finish the test. I had to actually call the driving school and email them and wait till one of their administrators reset the thing, log out, relog back in.
Man,
so in essence, it took me well over 5 hours to do this thing.
So
All to save 3 points.
You should have just gone to your local firehouse and taken the, done the 6-hour course with a bunch of people.
That's what I should have done.
It's just because usually the teacher lets you go a lot earlier.
Sure. Yeah.
Well, when it's all said and done, I got some practice time in, and it's cheaper to take it online than it is to go to the class. You're the in attendance class, and you don't get the points, and it's cheaper than the fine, because the fine is in the state of Arizona for what I got popped for. I got popped for 56 and a 45, so literally 11 miles over the speed limit. And it's a $300 ticket,
Not bad.
plus court costs, plus 3 points on your license. So for $228, you take the online course. You don't have to go to court, and you don't get the points on your license.
But you were served. So you were served otherwise. So what is that?
Well, I don't know what's going to happen there, but
wanted to fight the ticket.
Here's the beautiful picture of me.
Oh, make sure you cover up any kind of license plate or anything. I can see your.
No.
Well,
You can't see the license plate.
Is that your face, kind of?
Yeah, that's my face in the driver's seat. And that's 2 pictures of the intersection and the back of my brand new Ram that I bought on December 12th. And it's got it had a temporary tag on it.
Sounds like you got rammed.
Yeah, it sucked. And essentially, I wasn't like I was really speeding. I didn't 56 miles an hour on the streets here is nothing.
You were speeding. You were
speeding.
You can't.
But here's the thing: if I'm going to go to court and I'm going to get 3 points,
speeding.
If I'm going to get 3 points on my license and go to court and get bagged for a couple $100 and a speeding ticket, I'm doing
100.
Yeah, I'm doing 85 and a fucking 35.
Sure.
Sorry, that's happening.
Yeah.
So
make it worth your while. But how much is that ticket?
Oh, that's a felony.
Yeah.
and that's several years of driving school.
Yeah, and they suspend your license and all that crap.
They lock you up in a cell and you're having to take the class.
Yeah, you got a full dance card there. But I did do a whole lot of guitar turnover this week. That Slash Les Paul that I showed you last week, I have listed on Reverb for sale now, because I don't play it, and I would rather get the money for it.
Do you want to? You want to show that?
Yeah, I don't care if you do, if you don't.
I mean,
if you want to.
If you want to promote that, yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, if you, I'll send you a link, I guess.
Okay, yeah.
And then I sold my EVH circles.
Oh
man,
sold that. I doubled my money on it, so I don't care. And then and I have an EVH striped also up on Reverb as well, because, and David knows this, I bought a Grover Jackson Green Meanie. And actually, David, I bought a second one because they only made 36 of them, and I bought mine, and I found another one that is serial number sequentially right in front of it. So to get 2 in series, I was like, I got to do that.
When that's a little meaner, huh?
Yeah, well, they're and look, to have a guitar hand built by Grover Jackson, yeah, I'll buy 2 of them. I'm all right with that. He's not going to be around forever, and it's a great guitar. They play really well. So if I have to trade an EVH Stripes for a Grover Jackson custom, a personally handmade guitar, yeah, I'll do that.
Mm-hmm.
Dave, did I see you're selling one too, or?
I'm sorry?
Did I see you're selling one?
I'm selling 2 guitars.
Do you want? Do you want to talk about those as well?
No,
because I don't know if it was Desiree or whoever posted it on Facebook. I saw some cool pictures.
Actually, yeah, I'll talk about it. I'm selling my 1978 replica black and white Frankenstein, and I'm selling my my Rude, it's called the Rude guitar from 1981. If you see Eddie playing in 1981, chances are he's playing that guitar. So
it's been a while since we've seen that. So before it goes, I'd love to do a full rundown on that. Just take a good look at it.
Which one?
The Rude. It's been it's one of the underrated guitars that he used just almost exclusively on the 81 along with the Frankie and the Circles.
Sure, I'll do it. Maybe I'll go get it in a minute.
Yeah, whenever.
Chances are it's not in tune, so I won't play it. So
one of my dogs is wanting to go out, as you can probably hear. So I'll be right back.
I thought that was
Come on.
I thought that was somebody else.
Come on.
Hugh Caldwell says, Dave, I have a Yamaha IS-26 made in Japan acoustic and a Taylor 414 CE. I have to sell one. Which one would you sell? I would sell both of them and get a good Martin. That's what I would do.
Those are both good player guitars. Yeah, but if you want to upgrade, yeah, Martin would be the way.
I would sell both of those and get like a Martin D28.
Yeah, awesome guitars.
Might have to sell a little more than those two, but
no, maybe not. Maybe not. You can get a D28 for like $2,100, $2,200 around there.
Clayton.
And if you sell both those guitars, you might be able to do it.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Clayton James Hicks. Oh, it's just Clayton James Hicks. Watching over on Facebook. Today is Straturday. That's right, dude. And yeah, we didn't do any kind of roll call. I don't think. Everybody in the chat, say something in the chat so we can see you, and we'll shout you out.
Say something nice.
Yeah, say something nice. Unless it's to Nesdal, you can say anything you want. But be nice to John B.L., please.
I'm sensitive.
Yeah.
Luckily, I have very tough skin and broad shoulders. I could take all of his bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
It's all right. I get shit from 13-year-olds all day.
Oh man. Yeah, they get tougher every year.
They don't hold back. My God, no, they really don't. You know, year after year, it gets worse and worse.
I'm scared to death of kids, man.
Yeah, you should be.
You know, I'm like, don't hurt me. Come on. Yeah.
You can't fight back. That's the thing. That's the whole problem is you can't fight back.
Nah, well, you shouldn't be fighting anybody, really.
Well, no, I mean, and I don't mean fighting, but you know, can't tell it like it is.
Yeah,
it's all good.
Okay, let me see. Okay, this chat is not. Okay, I'll wait on that. I've got Paul's guitars pulled up here.
Hey, Vistalight.
Vistalight's in here, 1972, present. Jack Guthrie is here, something nice. Tony Garcia, something nice.
Related to Arlo. Related to Woody.
I met Arlo.
I met Arlo.
Did I tell you that one time?
First show I ever worked was Arlo. Yeah.
And I saw. Did I see? No, I didn't see Woody.
I don't know. When did he? I think he died back in the 70s, didn't he?
It would have been before I was alive. Yeah. No, I saw Arlo. Why are we talking about this? This is so boring.
Hey, it's good stuff. Man.
I saw Arlo Guthrie and Pete Seeger together. Actually, they played live together.
Legends, man. Pete Seeger. Did he play banjo?
Probably, yeah.
I mean, that's what he plays. But I don't know. Did he plays guitar and band? He plays all stringed instruments, I think.
I don't know. It was a long time ago. Long time ago. John Parson is here. Vistalite 1972. Kenny Dave.
Steve Dave.
Dutchy 5150 is here. Sandra Pokerney is here. And the rest. Look at that. Wait, is that new?
Yeah, this is this is one of two that I bought this week.
Oh my gosh.
I actually didn't buy this. I traded for this. I traded a 1999 PV Wolfgang for this. Trans Amber, regular Wolfgang. It had a beautiful top. Nice top, but I traded it straight up for this. And boo it all you want.
Hey, Sean Silas, good to see you on Facebook, man. Yeah, well, I wasn't gonna say boo, but I mean it's whatever you like,
No, that's a good.
So what's the rattling? What's the rattling going on when you strumming that? I heard rattling.
Rattling.
Dave's ears perk up instantly as soon as he. Yeah, I do hear it.
That's the springs on the trem in the back. It rings through the whole body. It's one of those things that some people take issue with. I don't. It's not. That doesn't affect it. It sounds fine to me.
Wait, play another chord on there.
No, you can hear the resonance in the springs, definitely.
No, these are
sounds good to me.
They made 36 of these total, according to everybody that I've looked up. It's finding information on GJ2 guitars is almost impossible. Grover Jackson this guitar company didn't last very long. Only lasted like 4 or 5 years. He still does stuff, but he's a consultant for Friedman now. And this is based on, and David, you can correct me if I have any of the details wrong. This is based on a San Dimas, or Soquel, excuse me, that Steve Vai borrowed from Grover Jackson when he was in Alcatraz.
Sure, I've seen that one. Yep.
And it was originally a sunburst color, and Steve colored it green, painted green, and then put all the stickers and stuff all over it. So Grover made this limited edition. This model is called a Glendora. And the reason why it's called a Glendora, because that's where Charvel Jackson Guitars actually was located. The P.O. box was in San Dimas, but the actual factory was in Glendora. So he made this as sort of his new version. And it's a bolt-on. And the pickups are also...
Glendora is a very nice city, man.
Well, that's where his custom shop was back in the day. And the pickups are hand wound by Grover Jackson as well. So everything, it was a 3-man operation. It was Grover Jackson, a guy named John Gold, who used to be a marketing director for Fender, and then a third guy who was basically a laborer. And Grover Jackson hand built every guitar that came out of there.
Yeah, he's playing it in one of the Dave videos. Here's Johnny show it.
Well, he's not playing that guitar. Yeah.
No, not this guitar. No, he's playing a Charvel.
Yeah, that's in Yankee Rose.
Yeah, but that's what this guitar is a representation of, that one that Grover loaned to Steve Vai and never got back. Which is why all the pickups and everything are sort of mismatched colored and stuff like that, because that's sort of how the guitar ended up. I won't put the stickers and crap on it and stuff like that. But
well, it really needs a black pick guard if you want it to look.
No, later on. Later on, got the black pick guard.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You said if that's the way it ended up, you would need a black pick guard.
And maybe I'll do that with the other one. I don't know.
Oh, is it this one? Oh, this is the later.
And look,
version.
the ball matches the guitar.
Yes.
They're the same colors.
Johnny.
Yes, that's the same guitar.
Yep, that's how it ended up. Later on, he put a black pickguard on it, changed out some of the pickups.
And the reason why he had stopped using it is because the cavity and the tremolo cavity where the posts are, they're totally broken out. So
yeah, because he beat the snot out of the guitar.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, anytime, when I saw it, I sort of fell in love with it, and offered up my Wolfgang in trade, and the guy bit. And then I saw another one on Reverb that is sequentially one number off, serial number wise. So to have 2 of them in sequence out of 36 that have ever been made was a pretty random find. So I thought I would buy that one. So I paid money for that one, and this one I traded for.
Do you have the other one yet?
Not yet. No, it's on its way.
Love to see the comparison.
I'm sure we'll get a comparison next Saturday.
That's right.
Maybe. Yeah, and then I bought a couple of the guitars this week too, because I sold a couple of guitars.
Because why not?
Wow.
Well, because I sold a couple. That's David knows this. You get you get attached to a couple, and then you give up a couple to get a couple.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. One thing that's happening for me, which I'm really excited about, is that Nags Guitars is building a guitar for me, which I'm really pretty excited about.
Who is?
Nags.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah. I won't say anything else about it until I get it, though.
Yeah, podcast.
That's right. This is a podcast.
So many guitars.
So many guitars.
I gotta get a new one someday. It's been since 2016 was the last new one that I got.
Well, what's stopping you?
Cash flow.
Oh, well, there you go.
It's all good. I'm happy with what I've got, and in time, I will, keep adding to my collection.
Now, anybody could probably answer this question, even in the chat. How difficult is it for you to give up a guitar to get a guitar? Like you sit back and you look at your guitars and you go, okay, if in order for me to buy a couple of guitars without digging into my own bank account, I have to give up X guitar, Y guitar, and Z guitar. And you sit there and you agonize over which ones you're going to give up, unless it's like, how emotionally attached do you get to some of these guitars, Dave?
Me?
Yeah.
I get extremely emotionally attached to most of them, but the ones that there are some like these Van Halen replicas that I make. I can make them at any time. So the ones that I don't play, I don't mind giving up to get something that I want because I can always make it again.
Right. Yeah, you've got
and probably now even better than it was.
Large enough collection. Yeah, pick one, that you haven't touched in 2 years and.
Yeah, that's why I'm selling the 2 that I'm selling because I actually need to pay for this. So,
and I do look on eBay and Reverb and all that, and there are some good deals out there for little money if you know what you're looking for, and you can find something that, I mean, I'm not talking about a PRS or a custom shop kind of thing, but for $300 you can find a real nice guitar. And so I've been tempted to pull the trigger several times, but you know what? There are more important things, not right these days, but just bills, just paying bills and stuff like that. But
who's Bill?
I'll get to it. I'll get around to it.
How many bills do you know?
So, the bills? My God, they just keep piling up. The bills.
Wow.
But yeah.
Yeah, so Gibson / Signature Les Paul.
Yeah, it's got a reverb price on it.
Look at that.
Oh wow!
And there's room to move, but that's what I'm looking for.
Real nice.
Because that's market value at this point for a mint condition, with all the case candies and stuff.
What's the cool. Rosso Corsa? What is that?
That's the model number,
and that's the color. That's the
Racing
color.
Red. It's called. It was a color.
Rosso would be red. Yeah, Rosso. Okay, I get you.
I believe it's a Ferrari. It's the color that Ferraris were painted.
Oh,
Racing Red. It's called. And to get the tops on those they vary wildly. That's advertised as
amazing.
Yeah, it's advertised as a AAA top, and I would say that's a strong AAA, if not almost quadruple A. But the way the light hits it, it pops nicely.
Mm-hmm. And it's a nice chevron.
Yeah, no, it's nice. The guitar is nice. I don't play it. It was bought as a collector's piece. It's been sitting as a collector's piece, and I would love to have somebody that wants to collect it or something like that get it.
Honestly. Money, whoever's money, money is green. No matter if the guy wants to run it over with his car.
Oh, sure, yeah, I know. No, I don't care.
Yeah.
But I know that there are people that love those things and want them, and so more power to them if they do. And if it doesn't sell, then I'm more than happy to hang on to it. It's just a situation where if I have to offload some money to. I mean, I bought 3 guitars this week. I bought a Gem, a Universe, and a Green Meanie. So that will cover what I paid.
Yeah, there you go.
So,
way to do it.
3 for 1. That's not a bad deal.
Well, that's if you can make that happen, then by all means have at it. And that one, I mean, if that one doesn't sell, or if I get gun shy, then maybe I'd put up the Budokan, or maybe you know what I mean?
What's the headstock look like? Is it got the slash?
Yeah,
it's the autograph or
yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, it's got the graphics too. Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
No, it's a nice guitar. I mean, it's in mint condition. So it's only come out to it's only been out of the case to take pictures.
Can you say that in comic book guy's voice?
It is. You would really like it. It is mint condition. It is. Unfortunately, the packaging has been opened. The unfortunate part is the packaging has been opened.
Worst impression ever.
Yeah, whatever.
Worst impression ever.
I'm gonna find it now.
Oh, that's funny.
Good stuff. Look at
This is cool, man.
that's hilarious.
Let's see. You got some more pictures here. Oh, look at that. So what's that? That's a
That's the case.
Oh, wow.
It comes with a custom case that is also inscribed.
Man.
And they come with strap locks. There's strap locks in the case for it that come with it, and
Strap
the
on?
case can, a little strap on if you want to strap on.
Wait for it.
If you need to get your brownstone.
Very nice guitar, Paul.
It is nice.
So yeah, if anybody's watching this,
If it sells,
Like
it sells, and if it doesn't, it doesn't.
there you go.
Well, that's a great that picture right there should sell it right there.
Mm-hmm.
That picture is the money shot.
Yeah, that top is phenomenal.
Man, that top should be on a 59 Les Paul.
It's
Like
it's,
on a reissue 59.
no, it's a beautiful top. I mean, the guitar in of itself, when I saw it, I was like, yeah, this one's worth buying, because I've seen a bunch of these that don't have that kind of top. That's supposed to be a AAA top, and that seems much better than that.
Yeah, I'm just not crazy about the color. It's just not the color doesn't do it for me for a Les Paul. It really should be. I mean,
Man,
I don't know. It's just not me.
Man, so negative.
nitpicky.
Yeah, we're trying to help a guy out here and just
No, I get it.
I'm
I
just
totally-
saying, for me personally, I'm saying it's a beautiful guitar.
Yeah, no, I get it.
And fuck
I get
you
why.
guys. I can have my opinion.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the red Les Pauls are a little more rare than the sunbursts and the gold tops and that kind of stuff. So it's a little more unique. I like the red. Jimmy Page, like in the song remains the same. I think he plays one red Les Paul.
It's not wine red. It's purple.
I said one red Les Paul.
No, it's purple.
Oh, okay. Well,
I have
It
one
was
of
a
those.
gold top. It was a gold top that was painted purple.
what?
I have
what I'm
one
talking
that's
about.
a lot of people don't like the color of, and that's that Midnight Manhattan blue. Blue Les Pauls look very weird.
They look like toys.
Yeah,
It's a studio. Yeah, it doesn't look.
but it's blue. It was a limited run. It's got ebony fretboard and the.
I remember
You
the guitar. I sold a lot of those things when I worked at Guitar Center.
Yeah.
They were like the hottest thing back then, because no one, you never saw a blue one.
Right, and now they've come back and they put them out constantly now. But the one I have is an 04, and it's great. It's a great guitar. It's a weird one. I have weird colored Les Pauls. I have one burst, and it's a plain top tobacco burst. It doesn't have that kind of chevron or grain or anything on it. It's just your basic 2001 tobacco burst Les Paul. It's great. It's a great playing guitar. That's not one that you worry about babying. You just sort of take it out and hack on it and beat on it. And it's a fun player.
When I was working production back in I think it was probably 2001. What's his name? Sully from Godsmack got a shipment. It was the first show of their tour. I want to say it was 2000, 2001. Sully got a shipment of three or four brand new Les Pauls. First thing he does is he takes the first one out of the case and he starts scratching it up against a road case. Then he takes it out to the parking lot, drags it along the parking lot, just to get it well worn. And that was his brand new Les Paul, probably a new endorsement from Gibson. And but hey,
well, better he does that in
rock
that
on.
situation than a roadie drops it or
yeah.
or breaks it, putting it, taking it off the rack or whatever it is that they're working on. I mean, it's like there's something to be said for you being able to put the first scratch in your own car.
Mm-hmm. And if they're handing you three or four brand new, Les Paul customs, then hey, whatever. You can afford it. You can afford to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Bong break, Kenny Dave.
Kenny,
There you go.
take it easy, man.
It's legal out here, so I guess I can say that.
Yeah.
Recreational is legal in California?
Isn't it?
I don't know. I'm asking.
No, it's not.
I think
It is. It is.
It's completely legal here in Mass.
It's completely legal. Yeah.
Yeah, you get recreational.
You don't need a
in some places
card or whatever you call it.
No. Right? In the chat, it's legal out
it is,
here.
yeah.
Yeah, it's legal in all the states surrounding Arizona, except for Arizona.
It's not legal here.
This is a state where you can walk the streets literally with an AR-15 over your shoulder without a gun license, but you can't get recreational marijuana. And they just legalized nunchaku, which nunchucks. They just legalized those like last July here. So you couldn't buy nunchucks, but you could walk down the street with an AR-15. Very funny.
That's a fake audience. That's not real. It never was real. It's like you watch Seinfeld or you watch any of those shows. Friends, it was never real. Well, it was real, but sweetened. That's what they call it.
Oh, I love Seinfeld, man.
Yeah.
Especially when you can hear him laughing in the canned laughter.
Well, there were
the early ones. The early ones you can.
You rewatch the episodes enough, and you can hear like the audience. You know, they play almost like a character themselves. You know, because you remember the certain laughters of that one person in the audience who was extra loud or whatever next to the microphone.
Yeah. I think they might add extra laughs on top of some of that stuff.
You know, I'll tell you, there is. Just look at the Wikipedia article on laugh tracks, and it's extensive, and it gives it the whole history of laugh tracks. And there was a guy in the 50s and 60s who invented it. Well, didn't really invent, but created a box, and it was just called like the laugh track box or whatever that they used it. I don't know if it was.
He created a box that was hilarious to look at.
But it just had tape loops, and he would play it like a what's that? The early sampler, the Mellotron, I think it was. It was kind of like a Mellotron, and he'd play it with the laugh tracks, the audience, and the different laughs, and the oohs and the ahs, and it's cool. There's some videos of it on YouTube.
Just the fact that you Wikipedia'd laugh tracks is funny.
I love it's an extensive article. I'm telling you, check it out.
I'm here.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm there. Yeah, I'm there.
And it's just one of those odd, kind of TV history things.
There was always one during the Brady Bunch that sounded like one of the guys that did like one of the cartoon voices, like Don Messick or something like that. And it was like I don't know which cartoon character. I'm trying to remember who the cartoon character is, but it was literally a cartoon character's laugh that they took and just put on the laugh track and mixed in.
That's probably the same guy who had that machine. I don't know. I can't really see what you're looking at, but there is somewhere down there on that list. I don't know.
Talks about radio. Talks about early live U.S. television, film sweetening. That's what you were just you're just talking about that, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Charles Douglas, maybe that's the guy. Engineer, took it upon himself to. Yeah, I think that's probably the guy.
By the way, the chat is talking about Andrew Bennett's book, which you can see over my shoulder up on the bookcase, Eruption in the Canyon. We should probably talk about that at some point.
Is that referring to Eruption, referring to Van Halen, or is it just like?
Yeah, it was Andrew Bennett when he was staying at 5150. He wrote a book.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. I remember that.
Is that really wise to talk about on this channel?
Probably not.
I don't know. The book is out.
It's out there, so it's a thing.
It's a book. I can't tell you how to order it. But yeah, no, it's out. And if you don't want to talk about it, then we won't talk about it.
I mean, the Flintstones had a laugh track for crying out loud. And that's an animated show, the Jetsons, the Flintstones.
Wait a minute, cartoons didn't have a live studio audience?
It's a real strain on the animator's wrist. But,
Wait, cartoons weren't live?
I had tickets to a taping of the Flintstones, but I got sick. So.
We should probably talk about. Well, actually, we should probably just say in about an hour and 17 minutes, you got to turn your clocks forward.
Oh,
Not in Arizona, you don't.
Man,
I don't have any real clocks. I haven't worn a watch in years.
what depresses me? Losing an hour of.
Wait a minute.
So it's at 2 a.m. It's really 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Or does it? What is it? It does it at 2. It changes. It's going to go instantly to 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like the fact that they make sure that it's at 2 o'clock, so all the bars that are open till 2 can still, cash in on that.
But you also get the bonus in the fall, so you get that extra hour in the fall.
What was interesting when I was living in Kansas City, on the Missouri side, the bars closed at 1 or 2, and on the Kansas side they closed at like 3, an hour later. So you could always see the state troopers would always just sit on the state line and wait for people going from Missouri over to Kansas to go to get that last hour of drinking.
I always feel sorry for people like that.
Yeah. Hey, someone's doing a lot of licking. He might be ready to puke again. This happened last week. I'm gonna take him outside. This happened last week. Hang on. Let's go outside. Come on, let's go outside.
Oh my god.
Wait a minute. This won't play. Oh, I got to redo this. Okay, hang on.
I don't even know what we're looking at.
I got to redo this. Yeah, there's a sample here.
Oh, the laugh track?
Yeah. Laugh track. Share audio. Which is probably okay. I mean. Okay, let's see. It's so quiet.
I can hear it. Sounds all right.
I could barely hear anything. There we go. John, do you know any jokes?
No, I don't. Ironic, I don't. I can tell a joke. That's just funny as it is. How about what Jay sent earlier in the week? Here we go. I'll give you guys a joke. This is what Jay sent Johnny and me.
Wait, what did he? Wait a minute. What did he say? Oh,
oh shit! And
He
he's
said-
like,
he said,
John B.O.
and look what I said.
Johnny's so handsome. I know.
I said, so handsome.
Yeah, and I was watching The Office at the time as well. Kevin's the most lovable of all of the Office guys. There you go. We need to do a rim shot. I got that somewhere.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
Yeah.
No, you're way better looking than that guy, man.
I hope so. I get Tony Hale, the guy from he was on Arrested Development and
He was on Veep with John
Veep.
Mancuda.
Yeah, with Mancuda, yeah.
Yeah.
Tony Hale. Or it used to be John Cusack with I don't have the Better Off Dead video, but those the VHS box of Better Off Dead.
Wait,
when
you
I had hair.
But isn't that the one with the hamburger?
Yeah, I have it in the other room. I'm not going to go get it though.
We could just
That's
do this the rest of the
my
night.
new
This is,
joke.
this is fine.
Is that from the Wikipedia?
Yeah, I keep hitting the Wikipedia.
Sure.
Here, let me show that. Wait, where is it? Yeah, this is all I'm doing.
So that was recorded in 2009. That was now I don't watch new sitcoms or anything, but I don't think there's too many with the laugh track. Like Friends and Seinfeld were some of the last ones that really did that. I don't know.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, you guys, tell us some jokes here. Dutchy 5050, here's a joke. Bono and The Edge walk into a bar. The barman says, "Not you two again." That's pretty good. Let's get some more of that.
Thank you. We're here all night. We're here all night.
I like that joke. Oh my gosh! Wait, Mark Roberts has something here, man. He's talking to Dave Nesdall. Right there.
Cool. He says he took my advice and got the George Lynch Tiger instead of a Wolfgang Standard, and he loves the guitar. Good.
Mike is himself. Why don't sharks eat clowns? Punchline? Why don't sharks eat clowns? You don't have a good answer to that?
I think I do know, but I'll wait.
Mike said, they taste funny. I can't. I don't have the best delivery. Oh, my goodness. We have fun here on Straturday night. Johnny was talking about Superman, the real Superman. If you want to watch,
you saw that?
Yeah, if you want to watch Superman the way it was meant to be seen.
You know why I where are we? Do you how do I get rid of that?
Yeah, we gotta keep that in the background.
Yeah, that was great. The reason I shared that, I'm a huge fan. Yeah, what John Beale is talking about, you guys, is there was a 3-hour ABC TV version of Superman the movie that they played, and I want to say 1982, maybe.
Probably. Well, the original. What did it came out? 79 was that?
Came out in 78.
78.
But ABC had a 3-hour version of it that they played exclusive.
3 hours with commercials or 3 hours like of content. I think it was 3 hours. I think it was 3 hours of content over 2 nights, wasn't it?
Over at least 2 nights.
I think it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
And not that I was there to watch it, but I've heard the stories. Yeah.
I was, but I was.
I mean,
I was that big.
I was there, but I wasn't. Maybe I did watch it. Who knows?
I was 2 years old, but I was like in my crib,
right.
like,
I'm
yeah,
sure
it
you
was
were.
awesome.
Yeah.
You know?
Superman, I think, was that
bending the bars to watch. Like, oh yeah,
were 2 of the first movies I'd seen in the theaters.
Mm-hmm. What? Anyway, the ABC version of it, like it had like hours and hours of extra stuff that wasn't seen in the theater.
And wasn't it more like the director's cut? I mean, or
no,
was it wasn't.
No, it's not. It wasn't even that. It wasn't even that stuff. No, that's different. The Richard Donner cut, that's totally different. So anyway, I'm sitting here last night, just like,
relaxing on a Friday night.
Yeah, basically.
Relaxing?
Yeah.
Relaxing.
Yeah. I'm sitting here last night and I just happened to see this video, and the whole thing is pretty much, just like the movie. But the end of the video, it showed footage of Superman. It was what did I share? It was the helicopter scene of the helicopter, crashing and falling down, and Lois falling, and Superman flying up and getting her and whatever. He drops her off, and then in the regular movie, he takes off and he flies away and he solves other crimes. Right? In the ABC version of it, you see more footage of like the camera crew, like down below, and you see more footage of him flying.
Is that the finale, or I haven't seen the movie.
No. That was the very first time he oh crap, what was it? Sprung into action in the film. That was the first time you see him as Superman saving the day. So anyway, here we go. JR, there was a ton of extra footage because Donner shot Superman 1 and Superman 2 at the same time. That's right. But was fired before he got a chance to make The second one, Richard Lester took over and only used the Donner footage. He used some of Donner's, and then he used his own stuff as well. And the Richard Lester movie ended up being more, corny than what it should have been.
Was the Richard Lester? What was that? Part 2?
Superman 2. Superman 2 would have been, I think, a much better movie than it was. Looking back on it now,
that was the one with the three aliens he sends them off into space in the mirror and all that.
Yeah. The Phantom
Zon. What was it? Zon or something like that?
General Zod.
General Zon.
Zod. Z-O-D.
Z-O-D. And to be honest with you, in the newer Superman movies, the ones with what's his face, Michael Shannon crushed as General Zod. Crushed. He was insane. Really good. Michael Shannon's a good actor to begin with, but he was great as General Zod.
The first that was probably 2000.
All the Man of Steel movies.
Yeah, I think it was 2005 or something. It's the only one I've seen.
I've never seen any of those.
Oh, Henry Cavill was fantastic as Superman. He's perfect. He looks the part. He's got the humanity part of it, the questioning of whether or not, because let's face it, Superman, the whole deity.
What about Gene Hackman? Come on.
Although I could have done without
Richard Pryor,
Jesse Eisenberg, who is just annoying in everything that he's
God, yeah, right.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go watch that movie, and I'll be right back.
So, Johnny Jam Jar says, interesting that a fucking EVH channel won't talk about freaking EVH book. I don't know what.
I got an idea. Hey, why don't you download StreamYards, get your own fucking show, and talk about the book on your show?
You want to talk about EVH books? I mean, we got this one.
Yeah, but we've got plenty of EVH books here. Just because Johnny Jar Jar wants to see
EVH books.
And Mike is himself.
I don't know if there's not.
There you go. This is the book he's talking about. There you go. That's the book.
Okay.
There. We've talked about it.
Yeah. Mike is himself. If this neck actually moved, I would have to take the neck off to adjust it, but it doesn't move.
And the reason, yeah.
And as far as
David can talk about it,
the way this neck is, it's if you've ever played a vintage like 79, 80, 81 Charvel, it feels exactly like that. It's very, very, very similar. It's kind of thin from front to back. It's wide from one side of the nut to the other, and the fretboard is probably
she said
a 12 to 16-inch radius. And I just got it refretted with Dunlop 6100 frets.
I have a friend who is a semi-well-known guitar player, a guy named Joe Stump.
I know Joe Stump.
Joe has some Strat Head ESPs, and they are some of the nicest guitars you'll ever pick up. The old Strat Head ESPs are fantastic guitars.
Yeah, this is probably one of my best guitars in the house.
Yeah,
that's what, 83, 82, 83?
83, yeah.
Are we all tapping now? I don't plug in.
Why not?
I just because my amp, my JCM 900 behind me is not plugged in, and
it's too loud, right? Too loud.
No, it's not too loud. I'm in a house. I don't care. The plug for that amp, which is just it's your 2x12 combo amp, is behind the bookcase, and I have to move the bookcase forward to plug it in.
Right on.
I've just been lazy.
Right on. Mike is himself. I will never sell this guitar. This is one that's staying here.
You heard it here.
This guitar is a very seriously special guitar.
Those are famous last words, though. The minute you say that, you're like,
Nope. And well, the only way I would sell this guitar is if I was to get an old Strat Head Charvel.
Right.
But I mean, this guitar is just, I mean, it's the same. So I mean, I'm very happy with this. And it happens to be my only guitar in E flat.
Well, you could change that at any time.
No, I don't think so, because I tried it in 440. It doesn't like 440. It likes to be in E flat. Some guitars like E flat better than concert pitch for some reason.
Do you?
And this guitar actually sounds better in E flat than.
You have tens on it or nines?
No, I only put 9s on Floyd Rose guitars.
Podcast.
Yeah,
I love the Strat Head ESPs. I love the Strat Head Charvels.
yeah, it's old ones. Yeah,
That's again the that's why I bought the Grover. The Grover plays like an old Charvel because what he does, and I saw this. One of the few things I saw is he's got the friggin' like the template necks in a box. He saved all the prototype template necks, which is one of the Grover Jackson, not the greatest businessman in the world, but he was smart enough to know, hey, I got something good here. So he has a bin full of all the template necks for all the guitars he designed, like the ones that he worked on for Dimebag and the ones he worked on for G&L and the ones he worked on for BC Rich. You know, he did the BC Rich Gunslingers and stuff, and he has those template necks. So the guitars that he put out, the ones that he was making between, I don't know, 2012 and 2017 are all based the prototype necks. Now that he's got a CNC machine, everything is exact specs. So it's like playing an old Charvel, which I love. You know, it's not an old Charvel, but it's as close as I'm going to get to it now.
that's right.
Finally got a professional operation with the CNC machine.
No, he doesn't actually.
Grover Jackson, Graxon.
CNC Music Factory machine.
After all these years.
One of the things that Grover doesn't do well is keep his books, because, and David knows this, when I didn't know anything about the GJ2 guitars before trading for one, and then I got one, so I emailed Grover Jackson Engineering, not expecting to get an email back from Grover Jackson. But he said to me, I asked him, I said, hey, you know, do you have the production numbers? Because I was trying to verify the production numbers on the Glendora and when they were put out, like when, you know, what years they were made. And he writes back to me, well, since my partner left the company, he took all of the historical data with him, so I have no idea to verify any of that stuff.
All he has to do is open his mouth.
All he has to what?
All he has to do is open his mouth and say it, and then, you know, it's got to be so if he says it. So
right, but it's just I don't think he cares anymore. You know, he
probably doesn't.
He's moved on to something else. He's, you know, Friedman is now. He wants to sell Friedman guitars. So the last thing he wants to do is glorify.
He's the guy that's building those.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's his thing now, because having his own company. And if you look at the Friedmans, the headstocks are just almost the exact same as the GJ2s.
Yeah, it's the same guitar, really. And the new Callies look exactly like this.
Right.
So, Fender Guru wants to know what's this thing worth? What's this guitar worth? I honestly, it's probably about $3,500 if you wanted to find one like in good condition. I didn't pay that much for this guitar, and I made it into what it is. Really, it was a good guitar when I bought it, but I knew that with a little love, it would be a great guitar, and that's what I did to it. Made it a great guitar.
It's funny because I'm on the other side of that. This thing is one set of pickups away from being a Gem 7 with a maple neck, because it's the 505, and the only difference is these pickups are Ibanez vintage pickups. Mm-hmm. But I don't know that I want to pull them out, and I mean I'll pull them out and then put them in a box somewhere in case I want to sell it as original again. But like, I'm one of those guys that if I like a guitar, I don't want to change anything in the guitar.
Right.
Like I end up buying 3 or 4 guitars because I don't want to change them. I like the individual sound of each one.
Well, go on eBay or go on Reverb and look up Ibanez Gem.
Right.
And towards the bottom of the page are fully loaded pick guards with Evo pickups in them.
Right.
Get them for like $300 or $400. Just do that.
Or I can buy, because they're all over Craigslist, I can buy a Gem 555, which are, the body is garbage, but inside is the Evo pickups. They use the Evo pickups on the 555s. And
but why would you buy a whole guitar when you can just get a loaded pick guard?
Because I could buy the whole guitar for $300, swap it out, and then sell the guitar that I just bought for $300 and end up with nothing. End up just swapping out the pickups.
Okay.
I mean, either way. Or if I want to buy the loaded pickup, either way, it's the same deal. I can just make my money back on it. That's all.
Brian Spalding,
Brian.
welcome.
Hey, Brian, how you doing?
I'm a newbie here. Some serious guitar talk going on. Like it. I don't get this kind of guitar talk exposure ever. Well, that's what we aim to please, and we try and keep it to guitars, but we sometimes stray for a little bit.
Yeah, and Brian's an old friend of mine. I've known Brian for a lot of years, and he's an awesome, cool dude.
Johnny, click on that guitar that's right there, the one with the red on it, and the green pickups.
The swirl?
Yeah, click on that. Is that just the body for sale, or is that?
No, it's a guitar.
For
$5.99 body.
Yeah, it's just the body for sale. I knew it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He just has it put together at the moment.
Oh, right.
It's too bad.
That's a nice.
It's a 7-string.
It's a nice looking body, though.
I was gonna say I was gonna hip jade.
It almost looks hand painted almost, but I know it's the swirl job, but it looks beautiful for a swirl job.
I bought my first 7-string this week. I've never played a 7-string. I wouldn't know what to do with it. I can't play 6. Why did I add another one? I'm 1 string worse now. A long laugh track.
That was funny.
Inordinately long.
Should we make an offer on this?
No.
Replacement Ibanez 7-string. So I mean, it's not an original? Is it an original factory UV 777? No, it's.
So what is it?
It's somebody. Is it homemade?
Somebody routed it.
It's an aftermarket body.
Right.
Yep, and they routed it.
And they put an Ibanez. Well, it's probably not an Ibanez neck either. It's probably the whole thing is probably just parts.
There's no neck. I don't think there's a neck. It says body.
But there's a neck.
Well, maybe.
Looks like it's a Photoshop neck.
Yeah. You sure about that?
I don't know.
Yeah, look at it. Get in tight on
like
that.
An Ibanez
joint.
paint job, though.
What? Of course, it looks like an Ibanez paint job.
No,
well, I mean,
it's not.
You know what I'm saying, Johnny?
But it's not an Ibanez paint job.
It's not a real swirl job. That's not a swirl job, though.
Yeah, it is a real swirl job. Yes,
it's a real bad swirl job, but it's not as clean.
Well,
it's not sealed the way an Ibanez swirl job would be, but the technique's the same.
Looks different to me. I don't know.
I mean, they're all different.
It's all the same guitar in all these pictures. I'm gonna think that these are all stock pictures they're using, and what you get isn't what you're looking at.
Could be.
I think you're wrong. Tell you the truth, I think they probably put that guitar together, and they're selling it they're selling the parts off of it.
Wait, who's they? Who's selling this?
Is there a description, Johnny?
It's Maverick's Garage. Oh, it's in China. It's a Chinese guitar. You know what you're getting there.
Oh.
Metal Soda. I play 4-string basses.
Yeah, garbage.
I like the paint job. I'm just it looks I think it looks good. I mean, except for that green splotch by the neck pickup.
Yeah, that right there. That's
okay, buddy.
Yeah.
But it almost looks like it's like they tried to make it look like a swirl, but they hand painted it. To me, that's a unique swirl job. That looks pretty cool to me.
Well, all swirl jobs are unique.
Yes, true.
Some of them look better than others.
You said swirl.
What did you think I said? What could I possibly have said that sounded like swirl? A twirl job? A girl job? A neural job?
Okay, wait a minute. Oh, jam session.
Yeah,
I can hear it.
Yeah, let's jam.
Well, hey, I mean, if that, an avatar like that, I mean,
It's their feedback. 26, give him 5 stars. So hey. I don't know, for $600. I mean, even if it's kind of hand put together.
Custom neck. Okay, so they're selling the neck and the body separate.
All right, so it is just
there's the neck right there. Can you see my mouse?
You said mouse, right?
That's what she said.
Yeah, I swear it doesn't look like it's not really a mouse. Three bills. Huh?
300 for the neck. Okay.
Yeah.
But is it an Ibanez? Is it a real Ibanez neck? I mean,
No, it's not
okay.
going to be
So
real
it's-
Ibanez.
Let's see.
But
Well,
No, you ever
I mean, look.
Yeah.
it's blurred out. Yeah, they blurred it out. Look at that.
First of all, anyone can make there. I know 3 different people that can make an exact Ibanez neck, and it's not an Ibanez neck. No matter what, it's an aftermarket neck. It might be good, but it's not an Ibanez neck.
Yeah, I mean,
You
You know who has a great Chinese
Fretboard
replica video is
nice.
Steve from Boston. Steve from Boston has a Universe video. It's a Chinese bootleg Universe that sounds pretty good. It's as well made as $159 guitar is going to be.
You know what was weird? I saw him at NAMM, right? I walked up to him at NAMM, and he didn't know who I was. He's been on the show.
He probably couldn't find you. They looked right over your head.
Mm-hmm. No, he introduced. He's like, "Hi," and I'm like, "Hey, it's Johnny," and he's like, "Oh, yeah." I think he had
One too many.
all those guys. No, it was him and China Guitar guy. They were like taking selfies and doing pictures and stuff, and no, they were there a day before I was, so. But look at that.
No, that's. I mean, even the rosewood on the board is awful looking.
I don't think that's blurred. I think that's how it actually looks.
well, considering that the strings are blurred as well, so it's definitely a Photoshop job.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess it is. There you go. Buy with confidence.
Neck fit Ibanez 7.
We should write to them and say, is that going to be blurred out when we buy that?
I want it. What you do is you get it when they send it to you and it's not blurred out. You return it because it's not so as described.
Yeah,
right.
So it didn't come as described.
Yeah. Well, is it described as being blurred?
I don't bet it's not.
Sold
it says it's sold as described, but is it described? Little flaw on the back. Where's the little flaw? Oh, there it is.
Ew.
Not, yeah. That's a
Ew.
B, that's a B stock or C stock.
Looks like somebody took a planer to it.
I don't know, yeah. It doesn't even look like a knot. It looks like somebody put like filler on there.
Yeah, wood putty.
That's not good. That's not good.
Oh,
Where's that laugh track?
I love that the grain in the wood, the knots in the grain in the wood are set up to look kind of like a stone joint.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, what am I hearing?
Ah,
Yeah, this thing is
Awful.
yeah.
pyramids are probably stickers, yeah.
I wouldn't get this.
Or decals.
And now
Sorry.
we've gone down. This is the problem with reverb. It's the same thing with YouTube. Rabbit hole. Now you're like, now let's see the worst
Look,
guitar
I mean,
you
I
could
think I
possibly
have those
find.
same tuners. Look, I think that's the same tuners.
Let's find the worst thing we can find on here.
Worst guitar you could possibly find.
Are those Gatto tuners? Gatto?
I doubt it.
Gatto.
That's what I call it, Gatto.
How can we find like really bad stuff?
Let's just watch this video.
Yeah, there's
Well, look
Well,
up
hang on.
on
there we go.
Reverb. I mean, they have the kits.
The only good part of it. The only good part of this video.
wow.
I don't know if it's Reverb or eBay or whatever it is, but you can buy the kits with the unfinished guitars for like $60 that are, I always wanted to try one of those just to see how, because it's $60, well, you can build it yourself, like, from all different shapes, they've got the, I think they even have, I've seen it like the, what the Hydra guitar, what's the Ed's yellow guitar there? What the hell?
The Hydra.
Yeah. Is it just called the Hydra?
The Megazone.
The Megazone, yeah.
The
I mean,
Megazone.
and I've seen kits for that are it's that body shape, and you get the neck, and you get
I repaired one yesterday.
Crappy hardware and everything for like $60.
I repaired a blue one yesterday. It's pretty cool. I should have taken
Nice.
pictures of it, but I didn't.
Look at that.
The Billy Bow.
That's like a Bo. Yeah, Bo Diddley. Is that a what a Gretsch? Is that a Gretsch?
It's a
body?
telly bow.
Yeah, but it's not real.
So it's like a telly that was like cut up or something in fugly red.
It's got the telly, yeah, but I don't think that was an original.
$125.
It's too long of a body for it to be a Telecaster.
You think?
I think so. I don't know. Well, that pick guard is very unique.
It was never a Telecaster. It was a block of wood. It's cut like that.
Yeah, it's a blank. It was a blank.
I
Somebody
think-
just cut up.
Gretsch made a Bo Diddley like that or something. I don't know if it was Gretsch or
Yeah, Gretsch. It's called the Billy Bow. It's the Billy Gibbons guitar.
oh, okay, Billy Gibbons. That makes sense. I heard of him.
Wait a minute.
$100.
Wait a minute. See if we can see
What
it.
is it?
See this guy's prescription.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's see if we. What's this guy on?
Well, considering it's by his guitar workstation, I think it's probably filled with screws or something. I would hope. I could care less, really.
Well, he's got several crate nameplates too, in case you need a new nameplate for your crate.
That is just a slab of wood, though. Yeah, that looks. I mean,
That's
no
the most
cut-
quality. The
no
crate
cutaways
nameplates
or
are the most
anything.
quality thing in that shop.
But for $100, if you get that bridge, you get those. I mean, I would. It's not. That's certainly not worth it because it's ugly as hell.
There's nothing. There's nothing high end about that guitar.
No. Yeah. I
Ooh,
mean,
look at the backside on this thing.
You're better off going and just going and
What kind of
buying a
wood
blank
is
of
it?
wood and taking a jigsaw to it.
I don't know, but it looks like someone was going to play tic-tac-toe on it.
does it say what kind of wood it is? Is it mahogany or something? I mean,
It's probably not.
for a blank body, you could do a lot with. You could do worse. You could.
I don't know about that.
When this was a complete guitar, it was freaking wicked sick. Made in the USA. Wow.
No. And I'm sure it wasn't.
Mighty Mike Telly Bridge. 500K pots. I don't see any wood, type of wood that it is.
Oof. Well, this guy's doing his best to sell it, though.
I don't know. For $100, if you get the money to spare, you could make a little project out of that.
For $100, I'd buy a Chinese Squire and then just start with that. At least you know what you're getting.
Yeah.
I'd probably wipe my ass with the $100 bill first.
Probably, yeah.
Well, some of us don't have 30 guitars, so
I don't have 30 guitars either.
you've got 50.
Yep.
Maybe Paul probably has close to the 30.
I'm approaching 30 now. Hang on, I'll do a count.
I'm approaching 29.
Do we count basses too? Basses and acoustics?
Sure.
Sure, if you want to.
Stringed instruments with a neck. Auto hops not included.
I don't know.
No, look
Is-
up
Is this the rabbit
like
hole?
guitar
Yeah,
kits, guitar
yeah, what do
kit, or unfinished.
All right, don't be picking noises. I'm gonna stop sharing real quick.
38.
You're at 38 guitars, Paul?
38 because I just sold my circles. So it would be 39. There's no need of that.
No, they're well.
No, there isn't. I'm not a guitar player. I'm not a good guitar player. I'm not a guitar player. I have a bunch.
Guitars
that I
are
collect.
good investments. Guitars are good investments.
Well, the ones that I have,
usually,
you know,
if you
The
make
nice
a wise,
ones are.
the nice
make a
ones are
good
good
purchase.
investments. Yeah.
it's always going to go up. if you make a good purchase, it's going to go up, or you can wait and it'll go up.
David has talked me out of selling several guitars because of investments. Because I don't need the money right now, and that's not. I mean, it's not like I'm like financially well off. I'm saying like I'm not desperate. My rent is paid. I'm covered, so I don't need to sell them. But if I got into a jam, I could probably make some good money back. Especially, I'll certainly make money on what I bought because I bought low, like any other, like stock market or anything like that. You buy them when the prices are down.
Michael Smith, hey.
Well, if you're going to a jam, you want to have the coolest guitar there, though.
If you're going to a jam, you want to have a guitar that can get skated on too. Like Sully can take it out and drag it in the back parking lot. I'm not bringing a nice guitar to a jam. If I'm at a jam, I'm usually singing anyway. I don't play.
Metal Soda, I'm fine, man.
Metal Mike says he's got 13 guitars. Fender Guru's got 14 guitars with 2 banjos. Dutchy 5150 has 63 guitars right now.
Wow,
it's ridiculous. That's great.
But I mean, you got to look. No matter what, they're a good investment. I think you can always get your money back.
And there are worse things to spend your money on.
Yeah, like
women.
Well, I mean, like women who are spending their money on purses for or something like, women have it tough because you go to.
I'm staying
store,
out of this.
No, I know, but it's like, I mean, just looking at what they pay for purses and stuff like that, like a Coach bag or something.
My buddy who lives in Reno has something like 3,000 pairs of Nikes.
Or shoes. Yeah, that's another one. Sure.
He collects Nikes. That's what he collects. Huh?
What's her name?
No, it's a male. That's the sick part.
Like I said, what's her name?
Yeah. I call him Imelda. That's what he collects. And look, for somebody that has 24 guitars, that's one Mustang or one Corvette, one classic car.
Well, yeah. Whenever I hear something like that, it's worth $1,300 or something. I'm like, that's a Les Paul. You could get a great guitar for that, or whatever. I mean, you name it. For $1,300, you can get a great guitar. It's like I was watching American Pickers, where they're doing the antiques and the appraisals and stuff like that. And, they're selling a sign for $3,000, and it's like, wow. I mean, that's a nice custom shop guitar right there.
Chris Bevan is asking if I know anything about the band Holland, and the answer is no, I don't. I'm not familiar with them, so I don't have any thoughts.
Is it Van Holland?
No.
Okay. I have an idea. Let's have some fun.
Liquor and whores?
Let's see if we can find a YouTube video that doesn't start with, "Hey guys."
Yeah, I saw that, and I saw that, man, and immediately I thought, well, I'm glad I never say that,
You don't?
No, that's it takes you a long time to do it. You Google something, and you YouTube something, and you just go, "Hey guys, today we're going to show you how to change the oil filter on a '79 Pinto," or
yeah,
"Hey guys, today we're going to show you how to braise ribs." It's always, "Hey guys."
yeah. You know what else? Almost every video you look up, almost every video on YouTube of somebody playing a guitar, if it's just them, if it's just them from like here down, they're always in shorts. Always
in shorts.
Every guitar player is in shorts on YouTube. Look it up. And they start it with, "Hey guys."
Look it up.
Hey guys.
It's true. It's the truth. It's the truth.
Oh,
but
Chris,
hey.
Go ahead.
Okay.
No, I was just saying Chris Bevan is following up on Holland. It's apparently Michael Baccio's band before Nitro. I don't know if you were at the NAMM where Michael Baccio was in the Deane booth trying to get people to notice him.
I was at the NAMM where I passed by him on the escalator.
That's not Michelangelo, is it?
That's true.
Yes.
That's Michelangelo?
Yeah. He was
holding both sides.
Yes, he was.
There's a picture, yeah, side by side with the double.
But he was
guitar.
like this. He was
had his arms to cross on the escalator.
Yeah.
Oh man,
it's true though. No, I really did see him, and he went right by me. I'm like, hey, that's that guy that does this.
Yeah.
You just say, "Hey, nice hair."
Yes. Yeah, he and Nikki Sixx and Joe Stump get their hair done by the same person. That's not the worst case, though. The Michelangelo at NAMM wasn't the worst case of "Please Notice Me" I've ever seen in my life. I'm in, I don't remember what square it is in New York City. It wasn't Times Square, but it was the old Virgin Records store.
That's Times Square.
I don't know. It wasn't Times Square. It was one of the smaller ones. It was another one. And as you walk in, there's a magazine rack, within eye shot of the door. And kneeling down on one knee in front of that magazine rack with a magazine open to a picture of himself, so that when you're walking in,
that's Burger King.
No, this is I don't know who this is. This is from Mr. Show. The book Mr. Show. What happened?
Like Pablo Picasso or something.
Looked a little or Rip Taylor. So he's sitting there like this with a picture open to himself. It's Josh Todd from Buck Cherry.
Who cares? Who the hell is that anyway?
The lead singer from Buck Cherry. Remember, this is back when they were doing when their song "Lit Up" was big. This is before Crazy Bitch. This is "Lit Up," their first hit that they had back in the end of the '90s. But him standing there in the Virgin Megastore with the book open to a picture of him, so that everybody walking in sees the picture of him and then goes, "Oh my God, it's that guy in the magazine."
Yeah, that's great.
Definitely the most blatant "Please Notice Me" moment I've experienced.
I have a Buck Cherry pick somewhere. Here's the Michelangelo.
Is Buck Cherry and Buck Rogers related?
It's his sister.
No.
Is Buck Rogers and Buck Dharma related?
Buck Dharma and Buck Owens related.
Is Buck Dharma and Buck U related?
I think Buck Dharma played in Buck 09.
Oh, here it is, Buck. No, that's Everclear. Sorry. I do have a Buck Cherry somewhere. I'll have to look for that.
I believe Buck Dharma is Howard Stern's cousin.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
Is Buck Dharma and Howard Stern related?
Is what?
Sphincter says what?
Oh, here it is. Buck Cherry. Who is this?
And the question you ask yourself,
Jonathan Brighton, Bigington?
I don't know who that is. The question you ask yourself is, why would you save a Buck Cherry pick?
Why not? Got a million picks here. Because you pick them up on the stage after the show, and it's a unique pick. I don't know who that is, but I picked up the pick. Because you can get picks like this, How many people can say they have a giant triangle Jeff Healey pick?
Well, I mean, when he dropped it, I'm sure he was like, all right, that one's gone.
He couldn't find it. He looked all over for it.
I love that his signature on the back is just scribbled.
Is it?
That's a great sense of humor.
I think it should have said X.
I think that's
think
hilarious to me.
I don't even. Yeah, I guess that's Jeff Healey. Yeah, I mean, because he probably has I don't know if it was a bass player or something else. Because picks are cool. That's why. I mean, come on. Picks are one of the best little advertising. Here you go. One of the last that I have.
Haverhill Music.
They don't exist anymore. But they were in the 2016 movie Joy from I don't know what's David.
I watched Raising Arizona for the first time since moving to Arizona. It was on earlier tonight, and it was like amazing how when they shoot a movie in your town or in your state, and they try to make continuity, and you realize like one of the shots that they're seeing is supposed to be the backyard of the place where they live is like 40 miles east of the city.
Well, the movie Joy that they shot in my town was supposed to be Dallas, Texas, and I'm living in Massachusetts, so
right.
It was doubling for Dallas, Texas.
Well, I guess Toronto doubles as Boston a lot because it's cheaper to shoot in Toronto, and it's laid out very similar to Boston.
It's good.
Chris, I will check out Holland if I can find it. I have a lot of obscure music, but you couldn't pay me enough money to buy a Nitro record, so I hope Holland is better than that.
Here you go, Toronto. know that place, Steve's Music in Toronto. Where's Ben? Where's our Canadian friends? Wallflowers. I think that's Wallflowers, or maybe it's Winger or something.
Walmart.
Walmart. Wahlburgers.
Wallbounds.
And my favorite.
All Bombs is a Long Island thing, isn't it, David?
That's my
Oh, go fuck myself? Okay.
That's nice. I'm sure the Facebook stream loves that.
Mm-hmm.
buddy guy.
Bobby Flay? Oh, Buddy Guy. Oh, I have one of his strats right here.
Yeah, is that a Buddy Guy Strat right there?
It's a Body Guy.
Body guy, yeah.
Body by guy.
You bought that from Maverick Emporium in China.
Yeah.
Oh, Jeff,
Mike, if you want to see some of the Les Pauls, Mike is himself is asking, if you want to see some of my Les Pauls, you can watch last week's show, because I whipped out 3 of them last week. And the only one I would pull out tonight would be the one I was talking about earlier, the Manhattan Midnight, but I'm too lazy to go get it. So you could, but if you want to check out, I had the Ace Frehley signature.
Yeah, you showed a couple of them.
I showed them last week, yeah. The Budokan and the Slash signature last week.
Show the 7-string you got.
All right.
Is he okay?
My dog, did you hear that noise?
Yeah, he's talking.
He's choking.
Take care of that.
You all right, buddy? You okay? You all right, boobies?
Guitar Guru Network. How you doing? Hello.
You okay?
Hey, what's up, Keith Beers? What's happening?
Desiree trying to sleep, or
This is really low. I know it sounds loud in the cans, but it's really low volume. It's just because my microphone's really near it.
What's loud in the cans?
I don't know. Your tongue.
Guitar Guru, hey dude. I know, I saw you at NAMM, man. I saw you.
I'm gonna need a mop.
Oh.
Yeah, he got pretty good and sick over on one of the rugs.
Is that because he keeps chewing that damn thing?
No, he's been he was sick earlier this week, and he was outside when I took him outside. He was eating grass, so he was trying to puke. Whatever it was, he was getting it up.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Fender Guru, yes, it is my THR-10X.
There you go, Dave.
All I use. That's pretty much all I use these days. It sounds great.
That's not a Les Paul.
No. Dave asked to see the 7-string I got, so there you go.
What, did you steal the Jay's 7-string? Holy crap.
Well, is this one he has?
Yeah, he has that one. That's one of the guitars he has. It's a cool guitar.
Except his doesn't say Universe.
No, his original one with the green pickups doesn't say Universe. He has that one too.
It's weird too, because as somebody who plays bass, I like playing bass.
It's got the low string, the low B.
And I don't. It needs to be tuned. I just got it in the mail today. What I like about it is the binding on the neck is beautiful. There are little things about this guitar I really, really liked. And I thought,
and the pyramids are kind of
cool. The pyramids are great. I love the disappearing pyramids, and they're mother of pearl, and I love the abalone inlay.
Yeah, that's so funny because that's the only part of the guitar I don't like.
You what?
That's the only part of the guitar I don't like.
I do like it because, again, being a huge Vi fan, it's
that's cool inlay.
And I got it cheap. Again, David, one of the things that is the great arbiter for me is if I can pick one up cheap, I will. I got this relatively cheap.
That's cool.
So yeah, it's a good. And again, at some point, I'll figure out what to do with that low B. I love it though. It's out of tune.
It's a low B sharp.
Yeah.
The B flat.
Guitar
I'll go
Guru
get that Les
Network.
Paul.
Yeah.
I know. Get the Les Paul.
Oh, Guitar Guru. Hey,
And
congratulations.
clean up that mess too.
Congratulations, man. Guitar Guru Network became an ESP dealer.
Oh, how cool!
Congratulations, dude. And yeah, I saw you at the NAMM show, and we were gonna talk, and then the crowd set in, and we got separated. So, yeah.
Yeah. Podcast.
Yeah, and then guitar hack. What are you doing awake, dude?
Yeah, what's up, Guitar Hack? Guitar Guru Network. See if you can get ESP to make more of these old guitars.
There it is.
All right. So most people hate this guitar when they see it on camera, but like it when they see it in person.
Is that the blue?
It's called Midnight Manhattan.
My boy Blue.
What about the blue?
So people don't like the blue for whatever reason. This guitar sounds so good that I'm willing to overlook the fact that people don't like the way it looks. It sounds fantastic. It's heavy. It plays well. I love the white binding all around it. I love the ebony neck, the ebony fretboard. I love the classiness of the crown inlay and the white binding on the headstock. And again, another one of those ones where...
And it's got a 61 SG truss rod cover on it.
No, there are two different models that came like this. Some of them didn't have some of them had the 61 SG truss rod cover on it. Some of them came with blank truss rod covers. Because it doesn't have the script. Because it has the pineapple on the headstock, they put the Les Paul script on the truss rod cover. So
makes sense.
Yeah. But this is one of the best sounding Les Pauls I own. And it plays really well. The neck, I think, is more 60s. I think it's somewhere between 50s and 60s.
Yeah, it's a thin neck on those.
Yeah. Some of them had 50s necks on them. Some of them had 60s necks on them. Now, this isn't one of the Guitar Center exclusives. They did these in 4 colors, and David would be able to fill in on the other 3 colors as like a Pacific Reef and something or other.
Actually, I can't because Guitar Center was exclusive on the blue.
Just on the blue?
Yes.
I thought they were exclusive. All right, well, from what I understand, they did 275 in 4 different colors. And this one in 2003, and this one is a 2004. They ended up releasing again more. But the only thing I don't really like the vintage tuners on it. But as I said before, I'm one of those guys that doesn't change a lot of stuff on guitars. So
you're one of those guys.
But it plays well.
I like the old what are they, Kluson?
Yeah, it's the Kluson kidney beans. Oh no, those are
I don't know, Gibson. Well, they're Gibson labeled, but they're
RMG 471. Oh my God, I haven't seen you in a long time. What's up, Mike?
RMG 471.
He's here?
Yeah, he's here.
I don't see him.
Well, why don't you look at the chat? He's there.
I'm looking. Oh, there we go. Well, I got to do it. I mean, it's been years.
Let's do it.
Hey, we got RMG 471. That goes back years, you guys.
You got to get like an echo or a reverb on that. You don't have any effects for your mic?
I don't. I could actually. I actually could. I could hook something up. I've got an old MXR digital delay, blue faced rack mount thing back there. I could hook up.
Guitar hack there. Burst Bucker 1 and Burst Bucker 2.
Mm-hmm.
I know that song.
Yeah.
I don't know where I read this. The story from Guitar World. It was about John Frusciante, who was
it in Guitar World?
I guess so. But it was John Frusciante was looking for a specific Ibanez wah pedal, and he had like all these people out there that were looking for him if they found one, whatever. And Matt Bruck was one of them, and so John needed one when he was playing L.A. and so John referred Matt referred his guitar tech to Ed, who had one, and so it was a story I just read today that was Ed was the only one who had one of these unique Ibanez wah pedals that you can actually tune the frequency to.
Oh, cool!
It was one of the few, I don't know if not the only wah pedal where you can actually kind of tune the frequency that you want it to wah at, and Ed was the only one who had one, but I don't know where I read it. It was on Facebook or something.
Yeah, I saw that was a Facebook link.
Kind of a cool story about Ed.
Oh, he's still choking. Be right back.
Oh my goodness! I hope he's doing all right. Ace,
you all right? You all right, buddy?
Metal Soda, the pickups and for old Duncan's. The bridge is a JB, and the neck, I believe, is a 59 or a Jazz. I haven't taken the neck pickup out yet, so I don't really know what it is, but it sounds like either a 59 or a Jazz.
And what does JB stand for?
Jeff Beck.
No.
John Blake.
Are you sure about that?
Somebody we talked about this last week, and somebody left a comment about what it is. Yeah, they were made for Jeff Beck, but it's actually called a Jazz Blues.
Oh, well, you learn something all the time.
I think that's what they said. I don't know.
Well, it could stand for anything. JB. I mean, Johnny Beane.
Yeah, it's a Johnny Beane pickup.
Mm-hmm. It could be.
Sounds like total shit. No, I'm just kidding.
Jack Bruce.
No, Jazz. Johnny sounds good when he plays. He's a good guitar player. I do have to say that. I don't like the guy, but he's a good guitar player. No, I'm just kidding. I like the guy.
Yeah, Johnny, I watched some of your what was it, Monday, Wolf or Music Man Monday. You were jamming earlier this week.
Yeah.
Your new pedals. You were trying out your new pedals.
I still gotta do a video showcasing those pedals.
Did you get that guitar that you were going to do a review on yet?
Not yet. No. A company contacted me. Actually, it's horrible. They left a comment. Wow, I shouldn't say. I'm just gonna say a company is sending me a guitar to review, and so you will see that at some point.
Do you have to send it back?
I don't know.
Are you gonna?
I'm not sending it back.
Are you gonna send it back if they ask for it back?
Shipping would be about the same price as the guitar, I think.
Only if they give you self-addressed stamped envelope.
Yeah. We'll see. No. There's a lot of companies. If they oh my gosh.
His boss
Are you okay?
Cleaning it up, and that's these guys. Oh,
wait a minute! You're talking over it. Hang on.
Sounds awful.
I know his pain, by the way, because that stuff smells.
Yeah, it's not fun cleaning.
Dog vomit is horrible.
As opposed to,
he should have muted his channel.
Well, I mean, I can do that, but
you should probably do that.
It's a podcast.
It's all.
So we need all the
it's
sounds.
It's all content.
Content. Yeah, we need all of it that we can get. I don't know what we were just talking about, but there's something I wanted to do. We got 70 something people here on YouTube. We got, I don't know how many on we're live on Facebook as well. How about everybody that's on YouTube? If you have a Facebook account, which I'm assuming you do, jump over to the Facebook feed. Okay, so let's get some thumbs and some comments over there, because I have a feeling there's like 3 people over there. Let me just look, just to say. How would I? Well, John BL, can you do that? Can you share the link to the live Facebook?
Oh, well, maybe.
You're the producer. Come on,
Johnny Beane. Well, no.
Wait, this is your show.
I don't know where the Facebook link is. I have the link that you put on Facebook for the YouTube feed, but
I never put the link to the. That's the thing. I lately, since we're live on Facebook as well, I haven't been putting the YouTube thing on Facebook.
I haven't seen that before.
I've seen that.
I've seen that.
Maybe I have, but I don't know. It's fine.
Hey, Brian, there you are. Jason Wilcox, dude, did you want me to show you to show that picture? Jason sent me a picture of a guitar.
Gotta love Michael Smith.
Okay, there's Keith. Yeah, I saw that.
What the hell is that?
That's craziness.
That's funny.
All right, yeah. Everybody, jump over to Facebook. Steve Carmichael, there you are. Steve Carmichael is there. Keith Beers is there. Jason Wilcox is there. Yeah, everybody, jump over to Facebook. Leave some thumbs over there. Leave some comments over on the Facebook video. I'm trying. One of the things I'm trying to do. The reason I'm going live on Facebook at the same time and Periscope at the same time. I mean, not tonight, but other nights. Is I got to get the algorithms going on all these different platforms, and so these other places they. What am I trying to say? Keith. Oh, Keith sent the picture.
Michael.
RMG 471. Desiree's doing great. She's a little under the weather this week, but she's doing great, and I'm doing good. Look, I lost a bunch of weight. I look like a thin guy.
Look at Dave. Dave looks great these days.
Yeah,
Who is that?
My buddy Felix. I went to high school with him. He.
Wait a minute. Wait, show that again.
What? That was
again.
From earlier today.
You went to high school with him.
Yes.
He looks like your son.
That guy's in amazing shape.
Come on.
Like he's.
You look like the guy's dad. What are you talking about? You guys are the same age?
We're the same age, yes. He's retired from the New York City Police.
Look at Dave's skin. Dave's got great skin. Look at that.
Yeah. What's wrong with you, Johnny?
Come on, Dave.
You love to bust my balls.
Nah, you look 20 years older than that dude, man. I'm sorry. I mean,
I don't know. He's a
good looking guy.
He's got a rough look. He's got a rugged look.
He's very good looking, that dude.
Sorry, Dave. I was just going through my feed and seeing what I got.
I don't really care.
Some good pictures there. Is that the same shirt that Al wore in Live Without a Net?
No,
that's 9 years later.
I mean, it could still be in there.
1978, right?
Yeah, but they might have had it in their road cases and saying, "Oh, I need a long sleeve shirt because I'm cold." I'm sure that's what Al said back in '86.
Keith, that's awesome, dude. Awesome. Where are we? Johnny Beane TV on Facebook. Yeah. So what I was saying though, I'm trying to get, I'm trying to build more of an audience, and so since we're live on these other places, I'm trying to get the algorithms going to where the Facebook thing, BLOWS up.
You've got so many followers on.
You might get more followers if you were a cooler dude.
Mm-hmm. Well, so would you.
He oozes
Just saying.
cool.
Yeah, I got 100 followers on Facebook. I think since yesterday. 100 more. And yeah, this whole Facebook thing has been really, really strange, man. I get a new Facebook request literally every like minute or a couple minutes. And I know I've been saying this thing for like what, 2 weeks to 3 weeks? But I'm almost to like 4,500 friends.
Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
Let's see how many I have.
I'm catching up with you, man. I've 100 more, and I'll surpass you, man.
I'm sure. 4,669 friends.
Yeah, I have 4,139,
Oh my
and
God. I feel
I don't
so inferior.
and I have like hundreds of friend requests that I don't even bother looking at.
Yeah, I turn down friend requests all day.
Yeah, because
I turn them
here's
down.
what happened. You can tell you know, somebody accept their friend request, and the first thing they do is start spamming you, and I'm like, gone, see ya.
Yeah.
And if I don't know them, usually I don't, like, if they don't live in a city that I was on the radio in or something like that, then I don't even bother. I get shit from like people from France and stuff. I'm like, I don't know who these people are.
That's been happening to me.
Hey,
where,
I have
where
333 friends. That's a good number. 333.
No, not bad.
That's my
That
dad's
is
lucky
good.
number.
that is good. But yeah, that's been happening to me though, is I'll accept somebody and then literally 30 seconds later, like my page.
Yeah.
Like my band. Comment on my band. Share my this or that.
I usually say you suck, and then I get rid of them.
Tell me I'm good.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
I love the fact that we who use Facebook and social media to market ourselves are pissed off that people are friending us and for the sole purpose of marketing themselves.
yeah. Yeah. No. If I accept anybody and I get something, you know, literally 10 seconds later saying, hey, great to be friends, like my band, share, you know, comment on my video, you know, if I don't even respond. The thing is, you can get a message and you can read it before they see that you've actually read it, you know?
Mhm.
So I'll read it. And if it says something like that, I just won't even respond, but it depends. I mean, if it really looks like somebody is like spamming me, I won't even respond, or maybe I will. I don't know. Either way, I got 500 new friends on Facebook the past a couple days or whatever, and I sent out a thing with my page, so that's why I got 100 new followers today, and. Those that I if they're real, then you can tell who's real and who's not, and
I like
I'll follow them back. Definitely, I've actually followed several back. I've gotten a lot of actual really cool people on
That's
Facebook.
WHERE, Paul.
What?
That's WHERE.
What do you mean? Oh, where?
Good night, Metal Mike. Is that Metal Mike saying good night?
Good night, Metal Mike.
Yes, Metal
Yeah,
Mike.
good night, Metal Mike.
Mm-hmm.
And Bruce Spalding, yes. I like Spam too. You got to fry it, though. You got to fry it and put it on with an egg and it's a good
Fried spam is good.
breakfast sandwich. Good breakfast sandwich.
Metal Soda asked, thank you very much. Ace is doing all right. He's just laying here in front of me. He's puked all over the house. It's like
Probably
3 or 4
feels better
times.
now. He probably actually feels better now.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, you never feel better than after you throw up.
That is true.
As soon as you're done purging whatever that garbage is in your body, man, you're just like, whoo, I can breathe. I feel great. Like you get this rush. He's chilled. He's the coolest dog, man. He goes through, like I said, he had some stomach issues this week because I gave him some chicken breast and I think it might have been a little undercooked.
Oh.
So he painted the carpet a couple of times.
And we heard that you almost did as well a few minutes ago.
When?
As you were picking up
We heard you hurling. We
mats.
heard you drive heaving as you were cleaning it up.
Oh yeah, no. It was not fun.
No, dog puke is
It was no. I mean, it was.
It's almost as bad as dog shit.
It was the size of this hat. It was a big fucking brown goo of. This microphone's good.
Why didn't you take?
Because I'm literally down the hall. I got to keep that in mind next time if I want to take a piss or something.
Yeah,
put a gate on that mic.
Just unplug it. No, it wasn't bad. I didn't puke, but I did.
Yeah,
I burped a little.
We heard it. Believe me, we heard it.
Yeah. And I was going to.
Somebody timestamp that.
He's like, I'm sorry. Yeah. Kiss me with that mouth.
Thanks, Daddy. Thanks for cleaning up my puke.
Oh, look at
sorry.
Beautiful.
Look at that smile.
Yeah,
He's sorry.
He's
You okay, buddy?
He's a good puppy.
He is a good boy. He's spoiled as fuck, obviously.
Oh, Facebook.
I'm sorry.
We're about 7 minutes. 7 minutes from our time machine here, or time change.
For you or for
Yeah.
not for me? To me, it's
for me,
7 minutes till 11.
7 minutes till 3.
Oh my gosh.
Well, it says right now it says 7 minutes till 2, but for some strange reason it's going to jump over that hour.
So you for
It's like Marty in Back to the Future. It's like one of those things, that Doc invented years ago. That it's just a time machine. It's going to happen. There's nothing you can do about it. It's the real thing. It's the real time machine.
So that's going to happen for me at midnight too. It's going to go from midnight to 1.
No, not for you. I mean, it's 2.
No, it's still at 2 o'clock. It'll go to 3.
Usually it goes to 2 and then it jumps.
Oh, 2. Okay. Okay, it's been a while. What I used to do years ago on the channel here, I would film like my phone, or I'd film my phone and I'd film it like jump.
I think I did that on the fall.
I did that a few times. But yeah, if you guys, we've got 75 people in here on YouTube. If you have a Facebook, jump over and watch us on Facebook. Leave some thumbs over there. I'm trying to get the algorithm over on the Facebook video going, and so because I'm going to continue this every Friday and Saturday we'll be live on Facebook as well. Tuesdays I'm trying to get going, but
with Mac you can't get. There's no way you do Facebook with Mac.
There's a few bad words. Well, I mean, we'll see.
Just a few.
We'll see, but if I can get the Facebook going, with the YouTube, it'll definitely grow the audience. It'll spike the numbers with this, and so that's what I'm doing. Hey, Joshua, how you doing, man? All right, 155. Keep us up to date with the time difference.
Janice, I agree with you. I can't watch on Tuesday nights either.
Even though you're there?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm blind that night.
It's worth it just for the guitars. I mean, Mancuda's got the.
Oh yeah, well, you know what? And he can be super funny. He's a great guy. He can be super funny, but he's over the top. He just is.
Tune in anyway. It's worth it.
Look at this. Keith says.
It's better on Facebook. It's
there you go. There you go. Yeah. So let's share the love. Let's share the. We got currently 8 people over on Facebook.
8.
8.
That's 7 more people than Tulsi Gabbard has delegates.
I just hit over 3,000 people on that page, and we have 8 people looking at it.
Johnny, what was the Police album that had that font?
Oh man,
Ghost in the Machine.
Zenyatta.
No.
Oh, was it Zenyatta?
It was Ghost.
Ghost
it was Ghost. It was Ghost in the Machine. But if you look at the font, let's pull that up.
Yeah, pull it up.
Because there's Easter eggs in there. If you guys
there's extra. Let's call this kind of thing is called a 7-segment display. When it's just the 8, you make an 8. It's all you can. The most you can make out of it is an 8. and it's just for numbers, and you can't do all the letters. But some of them have the 12 segment display or whatever it is. But
Okay.
the one for the police is more segments.
Let's show this.
That's my point.
Yeah, this is very cool. This is very cool. Huh? I just got a text message. Okay, there's Ghost in the Machine.
Yeah.
So if you look at that,
it's the actual members of the band, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
But which is which?
Well, the one in the middle is Sting,
The spiky
because that
hair.
was his hair. That was his hairdo back then.
And the one on the right would be Stuart or Andy. I don't know.
Well, that really narrowed it down.
I know the two on the ends are kind of similar.
There's only one thing different. It's the top of the.
It's
top
the
left.
hair.
The hair.
Yeah. Looking at that, I mean, I guess I am the big police fan. I would tell you that it's probably it's Andy on the. How would I do this? On the
makes
left,
sense the way they set it up.
Andy on the left, Stuart on the right. Although there might be an actual picture that they took that from. They
put it into a giant computer for 1982.
Actually, I have the tour book for that.
Go get
Well,
that.
no, see, I think the one on the right is Stewart, because if you remember his hairdo back then, he had this thing going down this way. His hairdo.
There's also a little dot after his too. So
The
that
rat
might-
tail.
Yeah, that could be. Someone knows. I mean, that's opposite.
Yeah, in the chat. Oh, look at this. Well, there's the tour book. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There's the tour.
Looks like Andy.
And it's the tour book.
Sting and-
The tour book is backwards. Is it?
No,
No,
those
no.
are different because there's both of them have a little drop down thing. The last one, the third one has.
No, it's this.
That's what I'm talking about.
Is what gives it away. That's Stewart.
And,
so,
and
so
then
that's
and the
right.
other side, and even the picture right next to it is in the same lineup.
Yeah.
We'll find just a random picture of the three of them, and they probably stand in the same positions all the time. Is that their stage positions? No, because Stewart's
No, because Stewart sits. He's not standing.
He'd be in the middle. Andy's always on the left. It's Sting on the stage right.
Andy's always on the right.
Sting's on stage right. And if you're audience right, Sting.
What
Andy's
stage?
on
I've
right.
never understood what stage.
If you're
right
standing
and
on a
stage
stage,
left is.
Standing on the
audience.
stage.
Yeah, facing the audience. Sting is stage right.
No, he's in the middle.
But their gear is on stage. Sting's gear is on stage. It's like Ed. Ed's always on stage left, right?
Yep.
You just said right. You just said left and right together.
Correct.
So stage left.
Yes.
Stage left is Andy Summers. Okay.
Yeah, guitarist I think is usually Pete Townsend was always stage left.
Well,
Jimmy Page was stage left.
the way it should be is the bass player should be on the hi-hat side of the drummer so that they can groove together. It should be that way, but it's sometimes not.
Well, Cream
More often than not,
Cream
no.
was no. Actually, Eric Clapton was always on stage left. He was
Correct.
usually on stage left.
Right.
Think of a guitarist that was on stage right. Who I'm sure there's some of them.
Well, Alex Lifeson's on stage, right?
There you go.
I
Ed,
know.
one time Ed was on stage.
I know that Rick Emmett was stage right.
Yeah.
Oh no, 11, 12, 1. What happened to your clock, John?
It's 3:00. 3:01.
Missed it. We were distracted by the police.
Suddenly, this show got a lot longer for you guys.
You guys have another hour. You guys got to do.
It's time travel, man.
And I have to use the bathroom. So
I
goodbye.
didn't feel a thing.
I have to vacuum up regurgitated dog food.
Oh,
before it hardens.
Oh, that's
So-
terrible.
That sounds really loud. I don't know.
It's not loud at all. Not loud.
And
at all.
then the YouTube or whatever the StreamYard compression sets in and it just pushes it way down.
Yeah, who cares? It's not my channel.
It's not my show. Oh, that's what you get, Dave.
And cut.
Steve Howe. It was Steve Howe stage right. Yeah. Let's think of some more stage right guitarists.
Well, obviously Brad Whitford is stage right because Joe Perry stage left.
For with a single guitar stage right. I know Journey. What's his name was stage.
Neil
left.
Schon.
Neil Schon stage left.
Stage left.
Steve Vai stage left.
Stage center actually now.
Yeah.
When he was with Dave. Well, yeah, Billy was stage right.
Joe Satriani stage right.
Billy was stage left. Billy was stage left when Vi played the Astoria.
Well, yeah, when he was with Dave, it was Billy was stage right.
Yeah.
That's true. In the Astoria, he was stage left. And Stu Ham was stage left.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? Yeah. Chris Robinson of the Black Crows, stage right. But they had two good.
Rich Robinson.
Angus Young, what's he? He's stage left.
He's really, yeah, he is stage
He's
left.
all over the stage because
he's only stage left because Malcolm was stage right. Malcolm and Cliff just settled on each side of the bass. So but Cliff was stage left, and the bass player is on the side with a hi-hat.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, there you go. Think about which side the bass player. John Entwistle was always on stage right.
Who cares where Kirk Hammett is?
Wherever the wah pedal is.
Yeah.
That band may be done.
Townsend, Blackmore, Iommi, stage right, stage left.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck that up. Yeah, how was Eric Johnson? I know I saw some of the posts you put up.
He's great.
Yeah.
Eric Johnson is great. His band is really, really good.
Has he been playing with the same guys for years, or has he gone?
He changes it around every once in a while, but yeah, he's playing with mostly the same guys. He added a second guitar player that also plays keyboards, and to tell you the truth, he stole the show. His name is David Scher, Scher, Scher. And his guitar playing, if you close your eyes, he sounds just like Eric Johnson. I believe he was playing an Eric Johnson Strat through one of Eric's personal amps. But because Eric Johnson plays piano on a few songs on this tour, this David guy plays the guitar solos and has to sound like Eric, so he does.
I always love that when Vi takes Mike Cornelio, because Mike Keneally.
I was going to say Vi has some of the best. Guitarists.
When his band is Keneally, Tony McAlpine, and Billy Sheehan, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, but you gotta give David Weiner his.
He's the Astoria, right? The younger kid, right, from the Astoria.
Yeah, he's great.
David Weiner can play any riff that Vi can play.
Yeah, and so can Keneally.
And he does. Well, yeah, Keneally, but Keneally played with Zappa, so
right.
that's the reason why Vi took him out on the roads, because they had that friendship. But I don't think it's ever going to change. I think the band is the band now, the way it is, and it's not going to change anymore.
Who for Eric? I mean, for Johnson?
For
Vi.
Yeah. It's going to be Philip Bino on bass. It's going to be Dave Weiner, and it's going to be what the hell's the drummer's name?
He's gone through a lot of different drummers, hasn't he?
No, well, he's had the same drummer for at least 15. It's the same band for at least 15 years now.
I'm a huge fan of the Vibe Band project that he did with Devin Townsend. I thought that band was fantastic.
I love Devin, and one of my best friends is very close friends with Devin. Devin's a sweetheart of a guy.
Super nice guy. I loved Strapping Young Lad, and I don't like extreme metal, but that band was as good as it gets for that style of music. and Devin, as you know, is certifiably insane. So his records texturally, and I've got it all, are just phenomenal. Just just such a great producer.
Yeah, well, most his records are mostly they're very calming because there's so much reverb on the vocals. It's like his vocal is actually behind the music.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very even though it's metal, it's very calming.
Not all of it is metal though. That's the thing, is depending on if he's on his meds or not, and what mode he's in. Like he did that 4 CD collection a few years back where each one was a different sort of facet of what he does. Mm-hmm. And I mean, he's his Ocean Machine project is great. Physicist is great. I mean, he goes again because he's weird, eccentric, insane. You can get the most extreme of metal and the most beautiful, lush, textural stuff on the same record.
But when he screams, when he does that screaming vocal, I mean, his vocals are still perfect.
Yeah.
I've never heard anyone do the Cookie Monster like he does, because it's screaming, but like the vocal lines are absolutely in pitch, in tune with the song. It's just amazing.
And melodic.
Incredible. Yeah.
Like his screaming is not unlistenable.
And his guitar playing, he's like one of the best guitar players on the planet. One of the best guitar players on this planet, and he doesn't get his due because nobody knows who he is.
Well, and that's the thing. Nobody knows who he is. One of those guys, he's a lot like Steven Wilson and a lot like Frank Zappa, where after the fact, I think people are going to be going, why didn't we know about this guy? Because he's so eccentric.
I would say that he is the modern day Frank Zappa.
Could be. Yeah. Yeah, he's so out there and does so many, like, I don't know if you've ever listened to the Ziltoid the Omniscient record, which is him pretending to be an alien from another planet who's come down here and threatened the well-being of the world unless he gets the best cup of coffee he's ever had. And it's very Zappa. It's very weird and avant-garde and yet brilliant. He's one of the strangest musicians, and yet it's like, you've heard the phrase, a badass doesn't have to show people he's a badass all the time. Devin Townsend is a badass, and those who know, and those who don't are probably not tolerant enough to listen to him anyway, kind of like Zappa. Yeah. You got to be pretty tolerant musically. Your musical acumen has to be a little bit wider than the average 3.5-minute pop song.
I would think so for Zappa.
Well, Townsend is
anybody who plays with it.
Imagine if you had unlimited technology at your hands and you were certifiably insane, which Devin is, and yet couldn't be more brilliant.
Didn't Steve Vai get the job for Zappa because he transcribed all of his albums or something like that?
He roomed with the aforementioned Joe Stump at Berkeley. He and Joe Stump were roommates at Berkeley. And I think I've said this, I think I've told this to Dave. I don't know if I've mentioned it on the show, but every time I would run into Joe Stump, because he was in a band called Trash Broadway for a while, and he's got a bunch of shred records out, and he was on David Chastain's label for a while. But he still lived in Boston and bartended at a bar called Bunratty's in Boston for a while. Every time I would run into Joe, just socially, for whatever reason, I always had something of Steve Vai on me. Like I'd be coming out of a music store, and he'd be like, "Oh, what you got? What you buying?" I'm like, I just bought a couple of CDs. What'd you get? And it'd be like, Vai.
Yeah.
It's like, it's like being Tom Cruise's roommate, or Eric Lindros's brother, or these guys that are one guy goes in one direction and the other guy just sort of muddles along.
It's like being Stifler's mom.
Kind of.
Who are you banging? Stifler's mom.
Stifler's mom. Yeah, he'll always be known as Steve Vai's ex-roommate. He'll never have a name. He'll just be Steve Vai's ex-roommate.
Yeah, he's always going to be overshadowed. What is it called?
Yeah, and a phenomenal guitar player. If you are of the Richie Blackmore, Yngwie Malmsteen, Joey Tafola, a lot of arpeggios.
Yeah, what do they call that? Neoclassical.
Neoclassical. If you're into neoclassical shred, Joe Stump is the best one out there right now doing it, and has been for a while. And he's actually playing with Alcatraz now. Grand Bonnet put another version of Alcatraz together, and Joe is now playing those parts.
Maybe he should change his last name. That might be the problem.
I don't know. I think he's doing all right. He's been able to make money as a musician for 35, 40 years. So
I don't know. He's being called Joe Stump.
Yeah,
it'd be tough.
Hey, what am I doing on that?
As long as he's got all four limbs, he's okay.
What the hell am I doing on this side now? I'm ready.
You feel out of place?
I'm under this fucker.
It's like
Facebook.
I'm poking you.
All right, goodbye.
It's like volleyball. Rotate.
You don't have to hear, dude.
Power.
You don't like it? Get the out.
Yeah.
The omnipotent Johnny Beane. Which is probably better than being the impotent Johnny Beane.
Oh, well.
Paul, is that all you're drinking tonight is water?
Mm-hmm.
How about a nice cherry wheat? It's been a while. I
think you know what happens when I drink.
It's beer.
There's nudity.
Really?
There's nudity, and my clothes end up in the sink.
Oh, that was a crazy stream, dude.
Everything in moderation.
And but see, I don't know how to do that. I have 38 guitars.
Oh, that's a good indication.
And several thousand CDs.
How do you nude in moderation?
How do I nude in moderation? Well, let's show you.
Oh. Too much. That's not moderation.
That wasn't bad. Look, if I showed you that belly 6 months ago, it would have been ugly.
Oh.
I'm not saying it's pretty. I'm just saying it would have been uglier.
Yeah, it's not a bad belly, man.
It's not
bad for 52.
I've seen worse.
After your 6 hours today,
Unbelievable.
So you've fulfilled your commitment for the state of Arizona?
I don't think so. I think they're gonna ding me for the service. I bet I'm still gonna have to pay the $60 for the guy that served me, the court officer.
Oh no.
They're still gonna ding me for that. I can almost guarantee it.
There's a nice belly.
Yeah. Hello.
Better off dead. Oh, it's fucking bad.
No, that's wildlife. Man.
Wildlife, thank you.
There you go.
She was on a lot of stuff, actually. It wasn't just that.
Yeah,
she was on.
As soon as I saw her, I'm like, yeah, she's been in all kinds of crap. Like,
who is it?
Who was that?
Her name? She was. What's his name?
What? She was. What's his name?
Penn's girlfriend there. Or not Sean Penn, the other Penn.
Christopher Penn.
He's dead now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Chris Penn's dead.
Yeah.
I think he had a little bit of John Belushi disease.
Yeah. Well, that's when you have
I don't know.
A brother like.
He was a screw up, man. I think he had some drinking and drug issues.
It seemed like he gained a lot of weight because you see him in the wildlife and he's super thin. And then I remember seeing him because, of course, I grew up
Reservoir Dogs, wasn't he?
I grew up loving, there it is.
Yeah, in Reservoir Dogs, he got thick.
I grew up loving this movie, and yeah, there he
Right.
is. This is the cassette. There he is in the middle there, right there. And then I remember seeing him on, was it Rush Hour 2? The Jackie Chan. He was in it was I don't think it was Rush Hour. It might have been Rush Hour 2. He was in that, and he was way bigger.
Yeah, he was big in Reservoir Dogs too.
Their father was in the Leo Penn was in the movie too.
Fruitcake Tony asking about the deal with the Journey rhythm section thing. What I know about it is that Steve Smith and Ross Valerie and Herbie Herbert and Steve Perry are they were all voting members of the corporation. Apparently Steve Perry still makes money off of Journey because he's still a member of, almost like what Bunny Carlos and Cheap Trick is. And Herbie Herbert apparently still has a piece too. I guess the deal that they cut way back when is still in effect. So they had an executive meeting of the corporation, and at some point, Valerie and Steve Smith tabled an option to try and take ownership of the trademark for the name Journey to get it away from Jonathan Cain and Neil Schon. And apparently Jonathan and Neil don't get along. And the other guys were trying to stabilize the band. And whatever happened, and they got caught and they were fired. Because they can be voting members of the corporation, but they can't be voting members of the band. So they kicked them out of the band. So they're not going to get their band money, but they're still going to get whatever cut they get as members of the corporation. So that's as I understand it, that's how it happened.
Jenny Wright was her name.
That's wild, man. Because when I think of Journey, I think of Sean and
Jonathan Cain
and Cain.
Yeah,
they're both the songwriters. I think of them.
Yep.
I don't think about the bass player and the drummer.
Perry and Schon are the two that really were the.
Jonathan Cain's the guy. Jonathan Cain's the guy.
The keyboard player. Jonathan Cain is more Journey than anybody else in that band.
Yeah,
really.
No, he's the songwriter.
Yeah.
Well,
it's the songwriter that is the one.
Greg Rowley I know he was Santana. Rowley.
Yes,
played
he was in
piano.
Journey too. Jonathan Cain replaced him.
Yeah.
Way back in like the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it was Schon started with Santana when he was a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
As a rhythm, or whatever to Carl.
Yeah, there's
to Chico.
Apparently there was some tension between Jonathan and Neil for a while. They weren't talking to each other for a while, and it's political because one of them is staunch right and the other one is not. And as is always the case, politics, religion, money, those are things that end relationships too easily. So,
Brian, there you go, man. Yeah. My friend Brian says that Neil Schon used to watch him play in San Rafael years ago. And yeah, Brian, my buddy Brian here, he will be on the show here at some point. We talked on the phone last night for like an hour. And Brian, he's got some amazing stories about his musical career. And we actually met at Jason Becker's house years ago. That's how we know each other. But yeah, Brian, my friend Brian, he has an amazing history in music. So yeah. Yeah, we'll see you on here soon, man.
Coming soon.
Yes. But also, I'm not going to drop names, but let me just say, I worked with a musician for a long time. They used to teach drum lessons to Jonathan Cain's one of his kids because they're in the area here, Bay Area. So, yeah. Podcast.
Yes.
It's almost 3:30 in the morning for some people, but not me.
3:20.
Every couple of minutes I sort of snap my head around, like I'm almost becoming like that mother that thinks it's too quiet.
Yeah.
It's like it's too quiet. Something bad could be happening. I'm letting some of that dog food harden up so I can just take it up with a vacuum instead of having them mop it up.
Yeah.
Oh my
God. To do it.
Well,
At least it's not a giant rat. How's Ned doing? Where's Ned tonight?
I haven't seen that. I haven't seen him. I mean, I hope he's okay. Ned stayed in last night. It was raining last night, so he stayed in. He slept on the bed with us all night last night. So he's out there now.
gallivanting,
Goodness.
whoring.
Yeah. Hopefully, yeah. I'll call for him in a little bit and see him. But yeah, Brian. Yeah, Ben Woods. Yeah, another cool dude, man. Ben used to teach Neil's son. Awesome. Yeah, Ben Woods. Yeah, he does the classical.
Hi, buddy.
Right, Brian? The classical guitar. He does the metal stuff on the classical. Yeah.
Speaking of cats, I was watching. I'm into photography and everything. This guy found a 120-year-old roll of film and so he developed the pictures and he colorized it, and
that cat killed the photographer right after that picture was taken.
So I mean, it's kind of cool. I mean, that's I can't. Well, I shouldn't play it, but you can see the still.
Yeah. Show the stills. That's 100 years ago.
120 years ago.
Oh, wow!
It's really cool. I mean, yeah, it was apparently he found like a time capsule. And
that's
it had
weird.
This undeveloped film in it.
Hi, buddy.
And so yeah, it had pictures of the cat, and he did like a whole YouTube video of how he
120-year-old cat.
Okay.
Yeah, he digitized it and everything. Very cool. That's right.
That's awesome.
What else? Ace, how's you doing tonight? You feeling all right, Ace?
He seems happy. Ears are back. He's smiling. He's just looking for some loving. Right, buddy? You all right? He's had a rough night.
Ace.
I took him to the vet yesterday just to get him checked out, and it was the first time he'd ever had a muzzle on him, so he was not real happy about that.
Jeez.
Oh.
Has he got some? Is he a German Shepherd, or has he got some German Shepherd in him?
No, he's German Shepherd. Yeah,
full breed, whatever they call it.
Yeah, about 85 pounds. He's a good sized German Shepherd. He's not huge, but he's a good size.
Let me find this video.
Look out, buddy. What are you doing?
I have a video. How would I find this? How do you spell muzzle?
He wants the ball again, so he must be happy.
How do you spell muzzle?
ZZLE.
MUZZLE.
MU.
Muzzle.
Yeah,
put a muzzle on him.
Let me think of where this was. I have a video that I took of Howie when he had to wear a muzzle. We went. We were either up in Tahoe or somewhere, and we had to take a bus. And so the thing was, for us to allow our dog on the bus, he had to wear a muzzle.
Oh, sure. Really?
And Howie was the friendliest. He was the friendliest dog, ever. So for him to wear a muzzle, it was very strange. But so I took a video of him wearing the muzzle in this bus.
Oh man!
If I can find it, I'll show it.
Yeah, that's got to be strange for a dog that's not used to it.
Where was that?
Well, it depends on what kind of muzzle you give him, because like I have one that's a Hannibal Lecter muzzle that's basically it's basically solid. It's got a couple of breathing holes in it. It leaves enough room for him to to breathe and to move and stuff. But then I've got another one that's basically
drink
it's
Chianti.
Like, yeah, the other one's like a Beane one, so it's like this. It's rubber, and he can see through everything and get his tongue out through it and stuff like that. So, but he handled it pretty well. I only do it because I was bringing him into the vet for the first time, and he gets fear aggressive. He'll bark and bare teeth. He won't bite anybody, but he gets just sort of that way. And can you imagine walking into the lobby of a vet while these people are sitting there with their dogs and their cats and their little cat carriers, and an 85-pound shepherd comes in and just starts going nuts. So I put the muzzle on him to make everybody comfortable. But of course, it looks terrible because he walks in with the Hannibal Lecter on, and he looks like he's even more vicious.
I just read an interview with the Jodie Foster, who said she never spoke to Anthony Hopkins on the set. It was only when they were performing together that they ever spoke, but they never spoke casually together. Just something that I saw on Facebook this week.
One of my favorite videos is that one where Anthony Hopkins is listening to death metal, and he's got the camera in front of him. And
I don't know if I've seen that.
Oh yeah, you can Google that. You just Google Anthony Hopkins. I think it's Anthony Hopkins listens to Slayer or something like that. It's him with his cell phone and metal on in the background, and he's just dancing and crazy looking in the camera.
Dave, if you get a chance, let's check out that Rude guitar in a little bit.
Oh,
it might be time for me to leave.
Oh my God,
Mama's home.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check on what's going on over here.
Yeah, take care of that.
All right, I'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Okay. Good night,
Paul?
man.
Have a good night, Paul.
See ya.
Good night. Oh, look at that camera.
Oh,
Look at
no,
that.
it's no good. Too tight, man.
Ooh, that's what
the two and the one on the bottom.
That's what she said.
Yeah, that's what she said too.
Oh, that's tough.
The two with the one on the bottom.
It's like 3 a.m. for some people. 3:30.
3:30 here. No, I'm gonna pretend for today. I'm gonna pretend it's until tonight. I'm gonna pretend it's. I mean, it says 3:27. I'm gonna, for now until the end of the show at least. I'm gonna pretend it's 2:27. Pretend. I'm gonna pretend.
Pretend.
Have you heard from Jay? I know everything went well with their new arrival, and I think we haven't seen him in a little while, and I'm sure he's he's very busy, but everything I've seen seems like everything went well with Jeannie and delivery and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard from him directly or just on Facebook or?
On Facebook here and there, yeah, but he's busy.
Yeah, I'm sure. Absolutely.
Very, very busy. Yeah.
Well, congratulations to Jay and Jeannie and Ellie and all you guys. The
Hannon.
Hannon crew.
The Hannon family. Congratulations.
Good morning, Simon Williams.
Simon. What time is it, man? Is it an hour ahead for you too?
It's so confusing.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
What's happening? It's good that it's on a Saturday/Sunday that they do the time change, because it would be really weird if it was like on a Wednesday.
It's like it's Wednesday and all of a sudden it's Friday.
Or a Monday, you Sunday night you go to sleep and you lose an hour when you have to get to work on.
Unless it goes from Monday to Friday, then that's cool.
That'd be really cool.
If it switches, it's like Monday, then all of a sudden 11:59, Friday.
Do you know? Well, yeah, I guess it doesn't. Yeah. Anyway,
that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
All right, and everybody, leave a thumbs up. And again, we got a bunch of people here on YouTube. Jump over to Facebook. Watch us on Facebook as well. Amanda Combs, watch us on Facebook.
Amanda combs her hair every day.
Jump over to Facebook. Leave some thumbs, leave some hearts, whatever they do over there.
Probably brushes it.
And welcome, Fruitcake Tony, Dog Paw. Well, that's the problem though. Is a lot of you? That's the problem. A lot of the people with the weird names on YouTube, they jump over to Facebook, and we see who they actually are. They have to use their real names. So, but no, I'm trying to get the YouTube thing going, the Facebook thing going. So jump over to Facebook. The link is where's the link? I know you shared it a while ago, but at Johnny Beane TV on Facebook. There you go. And like the page. You guys polish your heads, or you just look that good naturally. Take your hat off, Johnny. Steve Carmichael. Oh, man. I got way too much hair, dude.
More than me, more than Dave.
Well, not if you're counting my body.
We don't count. We try not to.
Yeah, we saw that video. There was a video where Dave was in bed and he was like, he had like the blanket to here, and it was like, it's like he was wearing a sweater.
I'm scarred from that one.
Yeah.
You can't unsee. One of those things you can't unsee.
Yeah.
Dave's got the Rude guitar with him.
Can't.
Yeah.
You can't.
Here it is.
Nice. Very nice.
2-inch thick body.
Yeah, which was one of the, kind of custom things Ed wanted. What was it? Mahogany, or what kind of body is that?
Mahogany.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that was always just the Rude guitar. The circles became the Rasta.
Correct.
But that's had several necks. This one is a picture with the
Dan Electro neck.
Dan Electro neck from the '81 tour. So yeah, originally it had a rosewood neck, or the
Actually, it originally had a maple neck. It had this neck on it, a Strat neck.
Well, the Dan Electra was the rosewood or the ebony. I don't know what the heck it was. Yeah, I always liked that guitar. It's another. I mean, it's one of the lesser known of Ed's guitars. What's the? I mean, it's still kind of just a random paint pattern.
Yeah. It was called the Weird Shapes guitar, the Rude or Weird Shapes.
And it's pretty much just a stripe pattern with some. It's got some circles on it and just different random lines and stuff, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
And are you? Is that? Oh, well, I won't say anything. You can
Yeah,
tell
it's for sale. This guitar
is it for sale? Can we purchase that one? I don't know.
Yeah, you can.
Is it legal to sell that?
I don't really give a fuck.
Well, I mean, it's my channel, so you can't be selling illegal things.
Well, he's not trying to pawn it off as something that it's not.
And I'm not selling a shit.
It's a copy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm just gonna say, if he's selling that, I'm not responsible for whatever goes down or whatever. But we do not endorse selling Van Halen replica guitars.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't for years.
Say what you got to. Yeah, that's it.
Hey, Dwight. So if you guys want to buy that,
get the
deal with Dave. Don't ask me about it.
FU tone, the brass block, and all, or what's the?
Yeah, there's a brass. No, this is a titanium block on this guitar.
Arguably even better, maybe.
So it is an FU tone titanium block.
Okay, so it's cool then.
Worth more than brass.
So the block is worth more than the guitar itself.
Sure. Music craft.
To tell you the truth, I don't know.
I don't think
no. In fact, the body's not music craft because they don't do 2-inch bodies.
Is it a plywood body?
Nope.
Plywood.
Is it
balsa wood?
2-inch plywood?
No, that's only the guitars I give you.
Uh-huh.
Well, thanks for showing, Dave. I like that one. That's a. And does your version have the rude?
Yes.
Under the neck pocket.
Yep.
Hello, Dwight Bailey.
Hey, dude. Jason Wilcox. Okay. All right, man. Okay. Yeah, Jason sent me some pictures.
Is he on Facebook?
He is.
All right. Wow.
That's why you can't see his comment?
Yeah.
Or do you see it?
I'm just looking at YouTube.
I can't tell. I see it. Jason Wilcox. Show the one I sent you. I'm pretty happy with it. Okay. Go ahead. This is a kit of a Steinberger. You paid $70 for this.
No, that's probably what I'm talking about, where you can get some of these kits for really, I guess, reasonable. I mean, reasonable money. $70 for, even if it's a, as long as you can set it up properly. Look at that. I mean, I assume you got to buy the hardware, or it might come with low quality hardware. But that's not for $70.
That looks pretty good to me.
There's a lot of those out there that I've seen where you can, build it yourself, and it's good. I think the hardware is the lowest quality part of it, but the wood and everything else is fairly well built.
Wait, the before pick, I'll send you. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. So it looked like this before. That's the before pick. Which I think is cool.
Before, so he bought that for $70 as is, like looking like that. Is that what he's saying?
I guess. And then he did this.
Oh wow, very nice, man.
There you go.
Which Steinberger model is that? Is that the same one you have, Johnny? You have a Stein couple, or no? You don't have. I don't know. I don't remember. I'm thinking out loud.
It's 20-4.
Thinking out loud here, folks. You have the V kind. You have kind of the V right one. Right?
I have 3 of them. 2 are the same. One is a little different, and yeah, it's like the broom.
And Dave sold his Transtrom, correct? Dave sold his Transtrom. Yeah,
he traded one. He traded it for that green guitar.
Do you still have one, Dave, or you?
No, I don't. I only had one.
Well, I got nothing.
I know. Where's that cricket sound?
Yeah. So,
wow.
But yeah.
Wow, we still have 20 more minutes. I'm stuck with the 2 guys that are like, well, you're still awake.
I'm awake.
Okay.
I'm here. What let me see. I put a couple things that I wanted to talk about. Let's see if I can.
Yeah.
What do we want to talk about today?
What's new?
The Lost Weekend. I watched the Kurt Jefferies documentary, which was.
Let me say thank you to that documentary, because that's bringing the hell of traffic to the video that we did with Kurt Jefferies.
Yeah, that was very interesting, and I know it's been out for a little while anyway.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of stuff that I hadn't really known about that whole thing, and that Kurt was, taking a lot of chances doing what he did that night, to say the least. Kurt, had an injury when he was younger, and he shouldn't have been partying as hard as he did that night, and people had to step in, which was interesting that I didn't know about that. Some of his friends his friend had to step in, and then MTV stepped in.
His friend that was there, that he took with him. Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, I understand certainly why Kurt did it. And, and the thing about that, I think, is that Kurt really went along with it. And Kurt was like just the perfect guy for that, to win that contest, because, he was just one of the guys. And Ed, he talks about just, hanging out while Ed was rehearsing and just in the backstage and all that. And just that it was so casual, but he was accepted as really kind of just one of the guys. And that, you could have, I think MTV could have picked somebody who was a lot more conservative or that maybe was the opposite, that went way too far. But Kurt was like the perfect guy to win that contest. You watch the video and you watch like the recap of it all. And he just was one of the guys that he knew what it was all about, and he didn't take it too far, and he took it the right amount, I guess. I don't know what else to say about it. He's a very cool dude. And it wouldn't, yeah, like you said, he was definitely, he was the perfect winner for that. And it probably, it wouldn't have been, it would have been, well, like, it would have been weird. Much different. It could have been a different, someone who didn't want to drink, or someone who was a kind of, afraid of partying like that. Or, well,
let me just say, when I look back on that footage of Kurt, with Van Halen, with the backstage stuff, with him on the stage, getting the cake thrown in his face.
Right.
He's just,
he's in the moment, and he's enjoying every bit of it.
Yeah, if it was somebody else, it wouldn't have been the same.
Right.
And he, yeah, he's an awesome.
He embraced every aspect of it, from just the limo, all of it. The way he describes it, he was just it was the time of his life. He was on cloud 9. The whole time, And I think any one of us would have been. But if the contest winner had been someone slightly different, someone who just randomly entered. Kurt, I think, entered 15 times or something the contest.
It was a lucky number. He sent in like so many, and then he sent in one more, like right before.
Uh-oh.
I think. And then the cat just said something.
But yeah, anyway, I mean, it's a good. It's on the News Desk channel, or the News Desk site, and you can. It's a short. It's only like 15 minutes, but it's a pretty cool documentary. Actually,
let me pull up some of the video we did with him.
And yeah, I mean, he's been on. I'd love to. He's in the chat every once in a while.
Let me.
Yeah, Steve Carmichael. It was good that he was a real fan, and that
Let me find it.
That's what I was thinking the whole time. It's like he was the perfect contest winner. I mean, and he was also kind of mentioning the fact that they could never do that today. They couldn't send just a random fan off with it. And bands don't really party like that, at least not publicly anymore. Bands certainly party like that, but not publicly. And that was, I mean, it was on MTV. It was all over MTV for 6 months probably.
Share screen. Let me share some of this real quick, and then I'll be right. Wait a minute, where is it? Let me share some of this. Let's watch some of this. Here's Kurt Jefferies on the channel here with us. From when was this from? 2017. It actually feels like this was like years ago, but it really wasn't. Here, let's watch some of this. Hey, this is Johnny Beane.
Who's
live, 5:19 p.m. on the West Coast, 8:19 p.m. on the East Coast, July 31st, 2017. And who's in here? There's a few guys looking at me.
Hey, it's Dave.
Hey, it's Rob.
Rob. Who else is in here?
Kurt.
Kurt.
Jeffrey.
Who?
Dude. It's been a while. It's been a little while, huh? Hasn't it?
Is it two?
Haven't seen you since 1984.
Oh, yes.
Hey, everybody. We got Bill Comporis, Renee Hefner, 7 over 8, RMG 471. Oh,
7 over 8. Did you hear that?
Michael Bishop.
Yeah, I wonder if I'm in there.
What happened to 7 over 8? What happened to that guy?
Well, hey, where do we want to? Dave, take it away.
All right. Well, let's say hello to everyone. We got Vinny Romano's here too. Brent Z Rocks.
Listen,
Franklin
it's all different names.
Again, Hef is here. Bill Camporis, Michael Bishop, Mr. BHB Jr. Is that Bruce?
I think it might be.
Yeah, Jaden James is here. So everyone say hello to Kurt Jefferies. Kurt Jefferies, the winner of the Van Halen Lost Weekend from 1984. How about that? Connor White is here.
That is cool.
Man.
I remember how David Lee Roth said that on Van Halen last week, and he calls him out to the stage, and he's like, "And Kurt, you're number 1 too." And he throws a cake on you.
You're number 1.
And he's got his 1984 guitar, and he rips an 8 talking about love. What was that like?
Oh yeah, he says, "Get the cameras out here. Get the cameras out here." Got the cameras from MTV tonight. And we got the winner of the Lost Weekend because Detroit, you're number 1, and Kurt, you're number 1 too.
That's awesome.
And I just wiped my face off, like you can see on the video. I wiped my face off, and I just want to go back out to the crowd, man.
How old were you at the time when that happened, Kurt?
What was that, Rob?
How old were you when that happened? Like 20?
20.
18? 20 years old?
20 years old.
Nice. That must have been one heck of an experience.
Yeah, it was unbelievable, once in a lifetime experience, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you can you tell us how you sent the postcard in, and how did you get notified? Was it through Martha Quinn, or was it through someone through MTV?
Yeah, it was. Well, I sent in 8 postcards, and I
Martha Quinn.
walked past post office like a week before the deadline, and sent in and got 5 more. So I sent them lucky 13 total. And this woman, Barb Fleeman from MTV, called and said she wanted to verify my age on this postcard. And then I told her my age, my birth date, and then she said, "Well, good. I'd just like to inform you you're our grand prize winner." So, I mean, that was like a sort of real 5 seconds or whatever. You know what I mean? It was.
How many of you have gotten tried to learn?
No.
Well,
Flag now.
no, it just proves that he makes money on these videos.
That was cool. Yeah, I mean, that's all you can say is just he was the perfect person to win that. If I was 20 in 1984, I would have. I was 10 in 1984.
Wow.
I'm not afraid to say it. Johnny wasn't even thought of at that point.
I wasn't even born. No, I wasn't even around yet, man. I wasn't at school.
But
yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, check out that documentary. It's on the news desk, and
you can watch the whole thing, right?
Well, it's 15. The only one 15 minutes. I assume that's the whole thing. It seemed pretty comprehensive.
I think it's pretty quick because the documentary. I remember when they made that, it was actually shown at film festivals.
Right. Yeah.
I'm thinking that it's 15.
The website was
like 15 minutes.
60-second documentaries or something, but it's obviously a longer. I don't know, but it was worth it. It was very cool, and I'm sure. Yeah, we'll hear from Kurt again at some point.
I actually watched most of it on my phone. I woke up one morning, and I have my phone, sitting, plugged in. I picked it up
Tuesday night instead of Mancuda.
That's where you were, man. We had so many trolls that night. I was like, John, where are you?
Not instead, but just as an aside from I need a break. That's all. Okay. Sometimes you need a break.
Yeah. But no, I watched most of that documentary or whatever with no sound. Actually, I was looking at my phone, and I'll show you guys my phone. You guys, yeah, my phone is it's
a disgrace because you got a nice phone from David Ennis, which I don't know why you're not using.
My phone, it's covered.
It's exploding. It's about to blow up.
It's covered in all kinds of tape. It's
expanding.
Yeah, it's horrible. it's awful. I mean, man. I can't use the front-facing camera because the screen is popping off. So if I was trying to take a selfie, there'd be like a shadow, so I can't use it. So yeah. And the David Ennis phone, David Ennis, thank you again so much. I use it for streaming.
Oh, yeah.
Like when I stream, like when it's like me in the car or like me and Mancuda in Hollywood, it's all this phone.
Right.
So I can't use it for like.
And behind you, we got the David Ennis Strat, right?
Regular phone. Yeah. Yeah. For Straturday night, David Ennis, thank you again so much.
Man, that's a nice looking Strat.
The bald guy plays bass. Jason Wilcox. Huh? Hey, Johnny. The dude in the background on your profile picture is my friend. Huh? Oh, you're on Facebook. Okay, wait a minute. Okay, so my Facebook profile picture. Let's find that. You're friends with the guy there? It's a small world, you guys. Okay, here it is. Wait, that's my story.
You awake, Dave?
Yep.
What? It's almost 4.
Yeah, we're winding down.
Let me see the picture here real quick. Okay, let me share this.
Dave, that star next to you looks kind of like the like Ed's star, on the 5150. It's just a red star, but it's like, I mean, it's Ed had that red star on the 5150.
Where do you see a red star?
To your left.
Oh, look at that. It's a Macy's bag.
Yeah, I mean, it just reminds me of Ed's red star from 5150. And there's Johnny with the Frankenstrat. And his friend, what's it, Simon's friend? Or dog's friend? Who is it?
Want to tag? Well, it's asking me to tag somebody. Is that the guy? That's your friend, man?
Looks like he's playing a 5-string bass or a 6-string bass. Or a 4-string bass or some kind of bass. That's not Michael Smith.
This is the guitarist, Michael Smith.
Look at Johnny with the what is that, like the ice cream man stretch?
Yeah. Yeah, that's just a natural. When I pick up a guitar, if I'm showing the guitar off, that's just a natural thing that happens because I don't know why. Yeah.
Where is it?
Guitar Guts Entertainment. Hey, good to see you, dude.
No, it's gonna be there.
Good to see you, man. Great hanging out with you down at the NAMM show. So that's your friend? Wait, Jason.
I know that dude.
That's Dean Walker. That's cool, man.
You don't pronounce the L.
Huh? Walker? Walker. Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
Now you're on trouble.
And this picture, yeah, that is me apparently. Yeah, this picture was taken by Josh. Very cool pic. He took this pic.
What do you have, a backpack on, or it looks like a backpack?
Yeah.
In your special Gap jacket, or whatever.
Yep. Yeah, my Handmaid's Tale jacket, thanks to Hulu and Levi's. Yeah, and there's the guitar right there. And actually, I was on the Dave. I was on the Music Zoo website earlier, and I saw that they have one of these.
No, it's actually they don't have it yet. It says order
now. It's
now.
Sean Silas.
It says order now or
oh, there, Joshua Joshua Jones.
That everybody tagged.
I think it says pre-order. It says pre-order. So they don't have it yet.
Everybody's tagged on this guitar. Joshua Jones. He's the one that took the picture here. Mancuda was there.
When are they shipping those out? The new Frankenstrats.
Who knows?
I mean, somebody's going to be getting one soon, right? Has Mancuda got one on order?
Pretty soon. No. Caleb is supposed to be getting one pretty soon.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, and there's the yeah, that's just a natural thing if I'm holding a guitar, if I'm holding it, it's just I just happen to do that.
A little off on the 12th fret there, but that's everything else looks good.
Oh,
in the 14th or 15th, whatever it is. It's a little off. Come on, John. You got to get those accurate. Get it right on the fret.
Oh man,
right behind the fret.
Wow.
No, it's all good. It's all good. I love that guitar. That's just such an. What a great release from the EVH company. That's a great. I'd like to get one of those.
Oh yeah, same here, man. Yeah,
maybe I will get one of those.
It's a great guitar, you guys. It really is. I mean, the Stripe Series guitars, they get better and better every production. Every one they put out is better.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And this is also a podcast, which I will be working. Once we're done here, I'll be probably in about an hour when it's done uploading. I'll be working on the audio for that. Paul.
It's all good, Paul.
It's all good, man. He's saying he couldn't have his dogs barking.
Yeah, you clean that shit up.
Yeah.
Anyway,
the note was still fret on the 12th. Yeah.
Oh, sure. It'll sound fine.
It certainly will. Because the pad of your finger is like it's right on the 12th fret. So even though it looks like it's not, it is.
There you go.
Yeah.
I feel. I mean, I all week I think about these things that it'd be great to talk about that on the show. And now it's like, I usually a lot of times I'll write it down, or put it in my phone. But anyway,
yeah,
it's 4 a.m.
Is it?
Just about.
It's only midnight.
Well, you wait. It's going to change real fast.
I'll be waking up earlier tomorrow.
I got to bring my car to the shop on Monday.
Dude. Yeah, I've been having that problem for a month now, where I've had the engine light on for a month.
Well, no, I mean, just the body. It's just around Christmas time. I was parked in the city and somebody sideswiped me, so I got a whole big, swipe along the side of my driver's side. But I got a nice check from the insurance company, and hopefully my rates don't go up. That's all I'm saying. So, exactly. Hopefully they can do it for cost, and I won't have to pay anything. But anyway, Fender Guru, thank you for watching, everyone. Mickey Settlemeyer, Amanda Coombs. Who's Gar Guts Entertainment?
Guts Entertainment.
I haven't heard of him before. Well, welcome.
He's he's been around here. He's a friend of what's his name?
Looks like he went to NAMM.
Yeah, we were at NAMM together.
Yeah.
Garguts. What's his friend? What's his name? Radford.
Says
Radford. Yeah, Alex Radford.
Oh, okay.
That's his name. Alex Radford. Yeah, he's a friend of his. They do a show over on Alex's channel. They do a similar late night show. And then we had all met up at the NAMM show. Actually at NAMM. We were hanging out. And then when we did the dinner, oh, look at that. Oh, it's 4. You're 4 hours ahead of me.
Yeah, I gotta go
for the time being.
Wow.
Night, boys. And
Dave,
girls.
have a great week. That's all I gotta say.
That's all you have to say.
Thanks for hanging out tonight. Good to see you, buddy.
Yeah, same here. Talk to you guys later.
Good night.
Bye.
All right. Good night.
Then there were 2.
Yeah. Now that we got rid of him, we can actually do a real show.
Yeah, here we go. Good night.
Yeah. Yeah. Garguts Entertainment. Yeah. We did the Mari's Italian thing.
Oh, he was on that dinner. Yeah, I watched part of that. Or
he was he?
I don't know.
Yeah. He was. Well, we did like 3 of them. One of them we didn't film. 2 of them we did. And then we had met up like the last day, like the Sunday, I think. I was hanging out with Phil McKnight and the Tone
at
King.
NAMM by Peavy. He says you guys
at NAMM.
Yeah,
by Peavy. Well, I don't remember that, but Peavy was pretty small. There really wasn't much at Peavy this year. And according to what's going on in the world today, hopefully, there's a NAMM. Hopefully there's a summer NAMM.
Yeah, that's we don't need to get into it, but that's crazy. All that Corona crap,
dude, man. Well, you can't even say it, but
yeah,
I know, man. There's a bunch of cases
that's
here.
That's why I'm drinking Sam Adams.
There's a bunch of cases of Corona here.
Bunch of cases of Corona, yeah,
in Santa Cruz.
Send one up my way.
Actually, there's a bunch of them happening here. You wouldn't believe what's going on around here, man. It's craziness. Really? It's crazy.
It's gonna. I don't know.
It's insanity. You know
what else to say.
And I already had these. Here, but they're here.
Yeah. Quarantines and all that stuff, you know.
Yeah. They canceled South by Southwest.
Really?
Yeah. Kiss was here last night. Well, in Oakland, at the Oakland Coliseum. Kiss and David Lee Roth.
I saw there's a recording of Dave that was on one of the trader sites. The only thing I saw in the description is what did it say? Something. But it said Kiss was great, but Dave's voice, something like that, kind of cringy.
Wow.
But you know what to expect from Dave. It's about the show, not necessarily about the vocals.
Well, I mean, with Roth, it was never about the vocals.
No, I mean, even back in the 80s, he wasn't.
He's an entertainer, and yeah. Garguts. I was going to South by and they canceled, and they have Fiesta here, and they might cancel it as well. Yeah, man. Yeah, we'll see what's happening.
Yeah, that's all you can say, and we'll see what happens.
Keep washing your hands,
Yep. And
I don't know.
It's who more people die because of the regular flu. I mean, yeah, it's not as it's something to be aware of, but unless you have a very weak immune system, you don't have to really worry.
Yeah.
That's what they tell me anyway.
I'm trying not to get too freaked out about the whole thing because I like to freak out.
Yeah, you're a germaphobe.
Oh yeah, I'm a total germaphobe, and if I can freak out about something, I will. And I'm pretty close to totally freaking out about this, but I'm seeing other people that are not freaking out, and they're saying, oh, like Dr. Drew. You know how we do this show on Periscope? We did a Periscope. Actually, last week, this show was on Periscope as far as Facebook or whatever this is, YouTube.
And Dr. Dre said something about it.
Dr. Dre. This week, we did YouTube and Facebook. I'm trying to get the algorithms on Facebook going on my John Beane TV page because I just got like over 100 new people over there.
Yeah, you said something about that earlier.
Over the past like day or 2 days, I got like 100 people. Yeah. So, what am I saying?
I don't know.
I don't know what I'm saying. No. On Periscope, Dr. Drew was over there, and he was saying how. Actually, we're actually not supposed to be talking about the stuff on YouTube. But he was saying you really shouldn't worry about anything.
Right. That's the whole thing.
They're making
kind of ignore it.
Way bigger.
Take the precautions that they recommend, and other than that, just go about your business.
Yeah, they're saying not to touch your face, and now I find that now that I can't touch my face, it itches so much. And I can't touch it. It just itches nonstop.
Just use some of the hand sanitizer.
No. But no, well, the face itches. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I'm like having to like touch my face like with like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the thing is, if you're not touching anything else, you can touch your face.
Exactly.
Just don't touch other stuff and then touch your face.
Right.
Right? Yeah.
Exactly.
And leave a thumbs up. It's a podcast.
That's right.
Subscribe. And if you're watching this on Facebook, leave a thumbs up. Follow.
I will follow.
I think I invited you. Are you on the Johnny Beane TV Facebook?
I should be.
Yeah, you should be.
I'm on the 78 to 84 thing, and then the Johnny Beane, just Johnny Beane, Johnny Beane. You know, I shared the Straturday night.
I have like 12 Facebook.
Yeah,
pages.
I don't know which one to look at.
There's
Anyway.
several.
And just so I guess one more thing, I think you commented on, or you liked the I was watching Adam is it Adam Savage from Mythbusters, but he was doing he kind of the show Hamilton is in his town, San Francisco, near you, Johnny, and I posted he did an interview with the sound engineer for that show, which is just unbelievable what that sound engineer does for that show. He's literally like playing the console as because he turns up the volume of each actor only when they have a line. So he's constantly for a show that, you know, has like 30 or 40 people in the cast. He only will turn up their mic when they're talking. So he's got the script in front of him. He's going through, and he's got all kinds of. It's
that's
amazing.
That's how they got to do it. Yeah.
I mean, I have a new respect for the way they do it on Broadway, because that was just, and not to mention, I mean, not only does he have all in front of his console, he's got the whole orchestra, which he said is like 30 channels. Then
30
he's got
inches?
30, I mean, he's got 8 channels for drums, you know, 4 channels for bass. And so it gets up to like 30 channels just for the orchestra. Then he's got the whole cast. Then he's got the sound effects. Then I mean, it's just amazing. What I posted it on Discord, so you can check it out, or maybe Facebook or Discord. But I was just very impressed with that. It was just really cool. I mean, for a sound engineer, even, you know, when you're mixing for a large band, you know, you don't do as much work as that guy did.
Oh no! I've been around some theater production stuff, and I see what goes on. And actually, not lately, since I've been using StreamYard, since I'm paying for this. You know, they forced me to pay for what we're doing here.
Mm-hmm.
I have another program that I can use. Which actually is the standard in theater production productions. Okay, right. It's where they use all. It's the way they play all the different sound effects.
Yeah, kind of like a soundboard, kind of like, you know, it's got the, you know.
Let me minimize
for every little. Kind of like the one that I use for the sound effects.
Yeah, it's called Q Labs,
mm-hmm.
is what it's called, and I could actually use it, you know, for the show, but you know, for sharing the screen and for stuff that we've been doing, you know,
you don't need to go that high tech.
Like, you know, when we do this stuff, I don't, you know, freaking Neswald makes fun of me, but I have freaking 3 screens in front of me. I have a huge production here. I don't think Nesdal understands how much work I put into this.
I have 2 mixers.
You know?
I have this computer and I have my regular computer, not to mention my phone. And, you know, that's just so I can hear myself. I got 2 mixers going. So
yeah,
because you can't really monitor yourself if you're doing it.
Right. Yeah. No, I've got freaking gel lights. I've got lights over here.
Yeah,
I've got my main thing. I've got this computer. I've got that computer. I've got 3 computers. I used to have 4.
If you want to do it right,
another one here. And when we do this stuff, when we do these shows for you guys, I've got a computer here that I'm working on.
It's no joke.
So, and I've got a phone that sucks that I can work on. I've got all different things that I'm doing. But hey, what's up, man? Is it Libin? Do you see that? Can you see the Facebook?
No,
Are you on
I'm not
Facebook?
I'm not looking at Facebook.
Libin Donamic. Hey, welcome, dude. Yeah, from Facebook. Yeah, we're getting some different names in here from being live on Facebook. That's why we're doing it. Appreciate you guys tuning in.
Yeah, this is my monitor set up here. Oh, it won't.
So I get it's sideways.
Two mixers going on. I get a little, but it works, and it just so I can hear myself talking just like that. All right.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I know what you're saying. I know exactly what you're saying, man. So, okay. Let me just say. All right. Thank you, everybody. Well, I'll let you do that. Let me just say, we're live on YouTube. We're live on Facebook. And we're going to continue doing these things, the Fridays, Saturdays on Facebook as well. So if you want to join us over there, if you want to jump back and forth from YouTube to Facebook, we're all friends. We have a lot of
available on many platforms, on many apps.
Yes. We have a lot of friends. We have a lot of friends here on YouTube. If you want to jump over to the Facebook, stream and leave some comments over there, leave some thumbs, leave some, whatever they do over there. Because basically I'm trying to get the show out, over more
as broad an audience,
more things. I don't want to just consider it a YouTube thing. I want to consider it just what it is, but it's more places.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's like marketing. You got to market like a band. If you got a band, you got to promotion.
Yeah. So Johnny Beane TV is not just YouTube. It's Facebook. It's Periscope. It's Twitter. It's Instagram, which, they don't do like if you want to go live on Instagram, you got to, do this. But, so we're working on that. I've got some very cool friends, who are on top of that. But also, this is also a podcast, which I'm not joking. Nesdal, he thinks I'm messing around, but I put a lot of work into this, and he can complain all he wants about, whatever. But I do a lot of stuff behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
And, in an hour, I'm going to have to wait an hour to work on the podcast, to work on the audio, to upload it, So this is also, it's a podcast, audio only, and it works. It's cool.
Yeah. I like listening to you guys. I like listening to myself.
No, well, and you. I like listening to you, man.
I don't like listening to me.
Post editing. That's right, Brian.
I never watch
Brian.
After I live it. I don't watch them after.
Yeah. I used to watch all this stuff, back later. And
unless I feel like, I said something stupid and I better go check that and make sure I wasn't an asshole.
Wait a minute. Where's the thing? Yeah, you guys, let's check out the podcast. I have not been doing any of the Nightbot. What you call it,
Brian? The Adobe suite. You got to have that. That's right. I think that's what Johnny uses, right? You use the Adobe editing stuff.
I can. I don't. I have that. I pay for that. I have it. And again, Nesdal, I pay for that. That's what Nesdal doesn't understand. I don't know if he's watching this. He says, "Oh, Johnny, makes money on this." I pay for all this shit, dude.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you fucking, Nesdal. You don't understand.
Oh, you heard it,
Dave. Listen to me. I fucking pay for a lot of this shit. Okay. Yeah. He complains, but I put a lot of money into this. So if I get $2 back here and there.
you want to do it right, and
What the fuck,
you've got to
dude?
pay. You got to pay
Okay,
for it.
and I'm sorry you guys for having to hear that, but Dave, he doesn't understand how this shit works. And well, okay, there you go. I put a lot of money into this, and he complains. So I'm just gonna say, Dave, if you're hearing this, I'm sorry, you guys, you got to hear that. But
at least it wasn't directed to me.
For this, I pay $20 a month to do this. To the podcast, I pay $100 a year. Okay, for this and that and this, I put a lot of money into this stuff. And so if Nesdal wants to fucking complain about shit, fuck yourself. All right? Whatever. Timestamp that shit. Okay? I'm sorry, you guys, but the dude likes to complain, so.
Well, you have to have.
There you go.
The quality. I've seen so many.
And it's the end of the night, so nobody's ever going to hear this.
I know. There's so many, but you tune into YouTube and you see, some great channels that even for. I mean, I love Premier Guitar, but for once in a while, when they're doing like those rig rundowns, the mics go in and out, and you've got like the room mics, then it goes to like the personal mics, and I know they're doing it on the fly and everything, and I know they're a professional operation, but it's something I notice when I watch those interviews and some of the other big, Tested. I was talking about Adam Savage with Tested, and they're really, they are professional YouTubers and they make these great videos, but the audio is just so much is as important as the video, and people forget that. And we're not. I mean, I know we're talking about
it's very important.
It's the production quality of any of these shows.
The audio is very important.
Pay attention.
Yeah. And I would say with this stuff, the audio is more important than the video. In most cases.
Yeah. I mean, if you can make it into a podcast, then the audio is obviously the most important part of it. For a podcast, the audio, it's all audio. I mean,
people are freaking out because I've never sworn on these things. And yeah, that's something I swore I would not do, all these years, in real life. Yes, I do say those words on YouTube and Facebook and whatever, I really don't like to show that side of it. But it's like, if somebody wants to, complain, about stuff, it's like, dude, you don't know what I put in on the backside of this stuff. So I'm just saying, if you want to, complain, whatever. And you guys, if you guys have been here for years, you know exactly what I'm saying.
Anyone?
Whatever. I mean, we saw some of it tonight, and it's like whatever. So yeah, I don't give a crap, I mean, let me just say I put a lot of stuff into this stuff, and actually I whatever.
You run a professional operation, Johnny, and I think we all appreciate the work that you put in.
Thank you.
I mean, seriously, in all seriousness, I appreciate the work that you put in.
Well, this is your show.
But it's your show, I mean, it might be the night that I'm on, but it's still the Johnny Beane TV, and it all comes back to you. So,
well, I mean, yeah, it all does. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, that's the thing is everything that's on here, it all reflects me. And
you're the creator. I mean, it's like any TV show or anything else.
I created this. I mean, that's the whole thing. That's the entire thing is I created this entire thing.
Maybe I'm the producer,
the
but Johnny's the creator.
Yeah, but I gave you this show after Steve Anderson disappeared.
Yeah, where's Steve?
He jams. He jams out on Saturdays. On
Yes.
Straturdays, so that's fine. That's cool. But
yes, thank you guys for watching. And Simon Williams says I watch and comment. It's very cool, and a lot of you guys that put a comment not only in the chat but put a comment on the video itself. And Fruitcake Tony, thank you. Brian Spalding, Simon Williams.
Yeah, Brian, so good to see you around here, Brian. Brian is a good friend of mine. We met at Jason Becker's house years ago, and we talked on the phone last night for an hour. and Brian will be making an appearance on the show here at some point. He's got a lot of amazing stories. Another amazing dude. I mean, the Bay Area has a lot of amazing musicians, and he's one of them. So
yeah,
we will see him
cool
very soon.
Whoa, I don't know what just happened there. Just got a big spike on your mic.
Did I? Yeah, it's StreamYard. It's not me. I don't know.
Anyway.
That happens. Yeah, and I don't hear it until playback. Playback is when I hear it. So, yeah.
Anyway, thank you,
sucks.
everyone.
It sucks. You know, you pay for this stuff and it still sucks. You know.
Yeah. But we're lucky to have it.
Yes. All right. I guess we're.
Yeah.
Don't hang up. I want to tell you a few things before we. No. It's good stuff. I've got some cool stuff to tell you, which.
Yeah, because I gotta take a piss. So
I want you to keep it to yourself, but I'll go ahead and I'll play one of these. I wish I knew which one, but all right. We'll see you guys. I'll see you guys Monday. I'll do something Monday and then Tuesday and then yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Thank you all.
I guess I'll play that one.